the Bremen Blue Devils, just up the road here, above Carrollton, coming in, take on the Cavaliers. Right now, Cavaliers 4-1.
Yep.
And Bremen comes in 4-0.
Yep, 4-0. They
ranked
number 4 in the country, in the state.
That's Georgia.
Yeah. No, that's y'all.
All right, so this ought to be a good one, guys. We had a little bit of a weather delay for a minute. They're just now allowing the kids to get out on the field and get loose, but I think they're still shooting for a 7:30 kickoff. Is that correct?
Yeah, still trying to start this thing off on time, so hopefully it will. Looks like the clouds and the weather have moved past us, so that's a good thing. And we definitely don't want to have rain or anything to affect the crowd or the way this football game will be played between these two highly ranked teams. So, Shane, last week, Callaway, another shutout for Coach Hubbard, and I wonder if he's getting a little tired of buying donuts. It might be getting a little expensive at this late in the season. But they got 3 shutouts on the season against Cross Keys, LaGrange, and last week against Temple. And then Bremen comes in, and they've only given up 6.5 points per game this season, Shane.
And what are they scoring a game?
They're averaging around 37 points a game.
That's a great number there.
Yeah. So they've been dominating their opponents. Now I will say this, and this is not a shot, but half of their points on the season were scored in one game, and that was last week against Cross Keys up in Atlanta, and we both know that how undermatched that program was and all that. So, but I look for tonight to be hard hitting, and I mean you got 2 top 5 teams in the state in AA, and whoever wins this game is definitely going to have a big head up in the region standings and the playoff seeding too.
All right, we've got about 27 minutes until we kick off. Both teams out on the field now, starting their pregame preparations. So we will take a full break. This is Callaway Cavalier football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Hey, it's T.O.D.D. Todd Parrish with Keeler Grange. The playbook of savings is set, and we are gearing up for a great season. We have touchdown deals you don't want to miss out on. Get ready to tailgate in your brand new 2019 Kia Sorrento LX for only $24,988. Stop by and meet the All-Star Savings Team at 1217 Lafayette Parkway in LaGrange, or view our complete inventory online at KeelerGrange.com. Help support your local economy.
Stop number 110917. Price plus tax, sack, and title. See Kia of LaGrange for complete details.
State Farm, Kathy here.
Hey, it's Mike. My team just pulled off the biggest upset ever.
Nice, Mike.
And some fans are getting crazy. They even flipped over a car.
Whoa.
Turns out it's my car, though.
Oh.
But I don't want to be upset right now. I want to know State Farm's going to take care of this, right?
We got you covered, Mike.
Yes! Woo!
Go with the one that's here to help life go right. State Farm.
Your State Farm agent is Matt Orr on the square in downtown LaGrange. There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics, well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com. Have you gotten your flu shot? Now is the time. Holmes Pharmacy is a place to get your flu shot. And if you have insurance, it could be free. So don't wait. Drive right up to Holmes Pharmacy and get your flu shot today at Commerce Avenue in LaGrange, inside the Piggly Wiggly at Lee's Crossing, and in Hamilton. And if your doctor feels you need a high-dose flu shot, Holmes Pharmacy has you covered.
Hi, I'm Perry Prather, pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy. We have your flu shot ready, so come see me or any of my fine staff at Holmes Pharmacy today.
Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's the step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships.
Now back to the field for Callaway Cavaliers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
right, guys. Back here at Callaway Stadium, Cavaliers getting set to take on the Bremen Blue Devils tonight, and we are right at the halfway mark in the season, Andrew. So we pretty much, you know what you're going to get about every Friday night now when Callaway trots out there.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Obviously the bread and butter Callaway is stopping the run on defense and establishing a run on offense, and I think that can be said with 90% of the football teams out there, but that's truly Callaway's identity is if they can take away the run and run the football on you, that's a recipe for success for them.
No doubt.
They look
about
jacked up tonight, Shane.
They do, and I was counting the Bremen kids. Looks like there's around 65 of the Bremen kids over there, and I think we have, 80?
I think we dressed 85 or 86, if I'm not mistaken.
85 or 86.
So pretty stout team that we've got here, and Bremen, like we talked about before the break, comes in. They average 37 points a game. They only give up 6.5 points per game. So they haven't really been tested too much this season outside of a big time win over Rabun County, 13-10, and that was the first game of the year for Bremen. So they've won close games and they've won in blowouts. And I'll say this, Shane, we've won close games, we've won in blowouts, and we've gotten to a shootout with Troop earlier in the year too. So this will probably be the most talented team we've seen since that Troop game, I'd say.
Yeah, and just looking down there, I mean, they've got some big kids.
Oh, yeah.
Some of those linemen down there look like they'll match up pretty well.
Yeah, it looks
against the Cavaliers.
Yeah, they're fired up to be here. Their crowd's slowly but surely filing in. Bremen going to go with the white helmets, white tops, white pants, kind of looking like Penn State out there. Callaway with the black tops, black helmets, and white pants. So sharp look for both sides right there. And Shane, one thing too that stood out to me. So this is the first time Callaway's played Bremen since 1999, when Sonny Cummings was the head coach at Callaway. So I believe the Cavaliers won that matchup. I believe it was 58-24 or something like that. I don't have my notes in front of me, but I believe it was 50 in the 50s and Bremen was in the 20s. So if we can maybe have a repeat of that tonight, two decades later, that'd be really nice for the Cavaliers.
Yeah, and just looking at some of these scores on their schedule, this is going to be a very disciplined football team.
Oh yeah,
they're not going to make a lot of mental mistakes as far as offsides or holding. Things of that nature. So you got to come out, got to play smart, got to play fast.
Yep.
You're gonna have to match, their enthusiasm and their tempo to start off with, and we'll see how it goes.
Well, Bremen's not gonna out athlete Callaway. Callaway's got the athletes, they got the better athletes. But what Bremen's gonna do is they're gonna come in, they're gonna be disciplined, and they're gonna scheme us to death tonight. They're gonna try to find that matchup. They run that ball out of the shotgun. They got a lot of RPO looks. They like to throw the ball downfield. They got a really big-time wide receiver, and they like to get the football to them. They're a really balanced football team. They think their quarterback's thrown for 400, rushed for 400. Tailbacks got around 400 or 500 yards, and the receivers got 400 or 500 yards. So they're very balanced in how they distribute the football. So there's not really, one thing that you can really key on with Bremen. You just got to be really, really disciplined.
All right, well, we'll take another break. We've got about 20 minutes till kickoff. This is Callaway Cavalier football on the Eagle Sports Network.
It is Take Home a Titan Truck Month at Nissan of LaGrange. Hey guys, Richard Cates here, General Manager of Nissan of LaGrange. It is time for you to get away from the norm and into the new Nissan Titan. With America's best truck warranty at 5-year, 100,000-mile bumper to bumper, there is no reason not to be at Nissan of LaGrange right now. It is time for you to be a Titan. Come see me at Nissan of LaGrange, where all of our Titans are $10,000 off for Titan Truck Month. Nissan of LaGrange, your friendliest hometown dealer.
Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's the step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results, because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships.
At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center, we believe teamwork makes all the difference in your health. We believe that skilled people can achieve higher standards and exceptional results. We believe in a game plan that's focused on patient safety and quality care. At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center in LaGrange, we believe in life well lived. To learn more about award-winning healthcare, visit wellstar.org/WGMC.
Now back to the field for Callaway Cavaliers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
All right, guys, back here at Callaway Stadium. Fans filing in here pretty rapidly now, and looks like Bremen's going to bring a pretty good crowd tonight, Andrew.
Oh, yeah. I'm telling you, I'm thinking – I don't think this will be the biggest crowd we've seen this year, but this crowd really is going to remind me of what Opelika brought with them. They brought a big-time crowd up from down south in Opelika, and it just felt like a playoff atmosphere. And I tell you what, Shane, that's really cool how we've kind of started the season out. You had a big-time atmosphere against Opelika, big-time atmosphere against LaGrange, and then a huge Super Bowl almost feeling to that Troop game. And then we're coming right back into the Fire to play another big-time matchup, and kind of grateful now to Coach Wiggins schedule such a hard non-region, schedule to get us ready for this region, because this isn't the same Region 5 AA we've seen in the past.
No, absolutely not. And, this game right here will kind of determine whether or not you got to make those horrible 2 trips in a row down to South Georgia later on,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you definitely – this is a game you got to win, because, let's be honest, the only other team that can beat Bremen left on their schedule is Heard County, and I believe they'll have Heard County at home at the end of the year. So definitely don't want to rely on another team to beat them to get that 1 seed. You want to take care of business tonight, and then in a couple weeks you got to go on the road and beat a really, really good Heard County team.
Now this is a Bremen team that did beat Cedartown 13-9.
Yep.
And I think Cedartown played LaGrange right here last night.
Really close ball
I think
game.
it was a 9-6 game.
Yep.
Dexter went off for that defense again.
Yep.
For LaGrange, that's just a phenomenal football player, and that whole team. Obviously they're turning the corner and getting done what they need to get done. I know Coach Gibbs is probably not one big on moral victories.
Yeah.
But anybody with eyes can tell he's got it going the right way.
Yeah. I tell you. Last year, LaGrange couldn't stop anybody on defense, and they couldn't score. I mean, they averaged under 5 points a game, 6 points a game, I believe, on offense for the season. I think they scored right at, I think it was 20 or 30 points the whole year, and that's just crazy for a LaGrange High team. And I tell you what, they came out and said, hey, we're going to play defense, and the offense will come. And like you said, he's done a really good job.
Yeah, they have a phenomenal defense over there, and I'm curious to see how that defense fares against teams like Troop, teams like Cartersville coming up.
Absolutely.
So we'll
see. We saw that Granger defense in person, and they were impressive. They did a great job against Cartavius. Did a great job against the pass, and we really had to fight and scratch to get those 2 touchdowns that we were able to score against them.
All right, we're getting a little bit closer here to kickoff, and like we said, they're filing in here. Looks like the weather's going to hold off, and looks like it's going to be a good evening for a football game. Going to be game number 6 this year for the Cavaliers, and it's went by pretty quick, Andrew.
Man, it's already at the halfway point of the season, and college football is already a quarter of the way through the season, and it's almost October. It felt like the other day it was August. We're getting ready for a big time game against Opelika, and here we are. It's almost October, so time is just flying.
All right, we've got about 15 minutes. We'll take a full break. This is Callaway Cavalier football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Hey, it's T.O. Double D, Todd Parrish with Keeler LaGrange. The playbook of savings is set, and we are gearing up for a great season. We have touchdown deals you don't want to miss out on. Get ready to tailgate in your brand new 2019 Kia Sorrento LX for only $24,988. Stop by and meet the All-Star Savings Team at 1217 Lafayette Parkway in LaGrange, or view our complete inventory online at KiaLaGrange.com. Help support your local economy.
Stop number 110917. Price plus tax, second title. See Kia of LaGrange for complete details.
Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's the step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results, because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships. Have you gotten your flu shot? Now is the time. Holmes Pharmacy is the place to get your flu shot. And if you have insurance, it could be free. So don't wait. Drive right up to Holmes Pharmacy and get your flu shot today at Commerce Avenue in LaGrange, inside the Piggly Wiggly at Lee's Crossing, and in Hamilton. And if your doctor feels you need a high-dose flu shot, Holmes Pharmacy has you covered.
Hi, I'm Perry Prather, pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy. We have your flu shot ready, so come see me or any of my fine staff at Holmes Pharmacy today.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics' well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com.
Now back to the field for Callaway Cavaliers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
All right, guys, back here at Callaway Stadium getting set. Tonight's matchup, Callaway Cavaliers, Bremen Blue Devils, could very well determine the winner of this year's 5-2A region.
Yep. Yeah, I think definitely the winner of this game is definitely going to have a leg up. I mean, like I said, if you lose this game and you happen to knock off Heard County, you're going to have to pray Heard County upsets Bremen at the end of the year, and they're still going to hold the tiebreaker over you because they won the head-to-head matchup. So, but this is a must-win. I think you definitely like last year we got that 2 seed, but we ended up having to go down to Brooks County, all the way down there in Quitman, Georgia, and that was a 3-hour ride, and it was not really the outcome that we wanted for the Cavaliers to end the season last year on the road.
Well, I tell you what, Bremen came out there, did their warm-ups, went through offense, defense, special teams, and they're headed on back in the locker rooms. That didn't take them very long.
No, not long at all. And I tell you what, tonight, Shane, one thing definitely I saw last week is you're really going to start to see us rotating Cartavius and rotating Quay Hines into the game together at the tailback, letting Tank get spelled because, he carries so much of the load, and he ends up being such a big focal point of opposing defenses. He's getting hit even when he doesn't have the ball. So it's nice to be able to have another tailback that can take the load off of Tank and pick up positive yards and make positive plays for the Cavaliers as well.
No doubt about that. And you see Callaway now going into their defensive preparation here before the game, and Coach Hubbard going to take some snaps and roll around and throw the ball up to these DBs, and you see him high point it and taking it to the house there, and getting pretty close to kickoff when you start seeing that defense get done with their prep.
Yep. So it looks like we're going to get ready to do the national anthem and all that good stuff. So we're going to take a full timeout back to the station while we do this. You're listening to Callaway Cavalier Football on the Eagle Sports Network.
What do you see when you look at your home and your car? Do you see a bundle? A combo deal? That's how other insurance companies see them. But a State Farm agent sees so much more. 4 wheels. They see the things you've worked really hard for. So why not give them the protection they deserve?
Your State Farm agent is Matt Orr on the square in downtown LaGrange.
Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's the step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships.
Are you just another truck owner that blends in with all the other truck owners? If the answer is yes, then it's time for you to head to Nissan of LaGrange. It is Take Home a Titan Truck Month. During this time, you have the opportunity to make a statement as a truck owner and take advantage of America's best truck warranty. The all-new Titan comes with a 5-year, 100,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty. This isn't some silly powertrain warranty. This is the real deal peace of mind that no other manufacturer is offering. So come see me, Richard Cates, at Nissan of LaGrange and stand out from the crowd.
At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center, we believe teamwork makes all the difference in your health. We believe that skilled people can achieve higher standards and exceptional results. We believe in a game plan that's focused on patient safety and quality care. At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center in LaGrange, we believe in life well lived. To learn more about award-winning healthcare, visit wellstar.org/WGMC.
Now back to the field for Callaway Cavaliers football on the Eagles Sports Network.
All right, what a beautiful rendition of the national anthem right there. Andrew, we got about 8 minutes until we start this one here against the Bremen Blue Devils tonight. And what's your keys to the game tonight, Andrew?
Well, keys to the game are what they always are going to be. Is we definitely got to stop this running attack for Bremen. You got to stay, but you also got to keep your eyes in the backfield because that quarterback's got a good arm and he'll be able to hurt you. We saw what a good passing attack can do to our defense. You know, Kobe Hudson a couple weeks ago able to throw the ball for a lot of success against the Cavaliers. And the main thing though that I've got is just composure. Just no pointless flags. Let's cut back on the penalties. Turnovers will get you beat tonight. So let's just come out here. Let's try to play a clean football game. I think last week, Shane, there was, 5 or 6, I'll say 10 or less penalties last week between both teams. Very clean football game. We were able to get in, get out. Both teams were able to play. And, one thing that I wonder if Bremen saw this on tape, but Temple liked to go in the shotgun. And they would rotate an H-back to either side of the formation, and they would run a power toss out of the shotgun to whatever side, and it'd get 15, 20 yards every time they ran that play, just with that tight end and that wide receiver just clearing out the hole for the tailback. So
numbers thing.
So we definitely adjusted that in the second, third quarter, but that's one thing I might see Bremen try to emulate today.
All right, well, we've got about 6.5 minutes now. Looks like the cheerleaders are getting those banners out, and they'll get the football players out here behind those banners, and they'll bust through here, and we'll start game number 6 for the 2018 high school season for the Cavaliers. Let's take a full break. This is Callaway Cavalier football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Hey, it's T-O-double-D, Todd Parrish with Kia LaGrange. The playbook of savings is set, and we are gearing up for a great season. We have touchdown deals you don't want to miss out on. Get ready to tailgate in your brand new 2019 Kia Sorrento LX for only $24,988. Stop by and meet the All-Star Savings Team at 1217 Lafayette Parkway in LaGrange, or view our complete inventory online at KiaLaGrange.com. Help support your local economy.
Stop number 110917. Price plus tax, second title. See Kia of LaGrange for complete details.
State Farm, Kathy here.
Hey, it's Mike. My team just pulled off the biggest upset ever.
Nice, Mike.
And some fans are getting crazy. They even flipped over a car.
Whoa.
Turns out it's my car, though.
Oh.
But I don't want to be upset right now. I want to know State Farm's going to take care of this, right?
We got you covered, Mike.
Yes! Woo!
Go with the one that's here to help life go right.
To make sure it's a step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships.
At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center, we believe teamwork makes all the difference in your health. We believe that skilled people can achieve higher standards and exceptional results. We believe in a game plan that's focused on patient safety and quality care. At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center in LaGrange, we believe in life well lived. To learn more about award-winning healthcare, visit wellstar.org/WGMC.
Now back to the field for Callaway Cavaliers football on the Eagles Sports Network.
All right, guys, back here at Callaway Stadium. Cavaliers, Blue Devils, 3:55 till we kick off. Looks like Bremen heading out on the field. Looks like they're going to tote that American flag with them when they come through the banner. We mentioned before Bremen with I guess around 66 kids dressed out. Callaway around the 84, 85, 86 mark. And here comes the Cavaliers out of the tunnel now, heading back to the corner of the end zone to get behind the banner. Captain's out on the field now. Looks like Telly Fannin, Keandre Jones, Keyshawn Cameron, and looks like Quay Hines going to be a captain tonight.
Yeah,
I know that's
time.
always
it's a big deal.
Pretty big deal there.
I don't know if they do it any different. Back when I played, Coach Hubbard would, or Coach Wiggins would stand in the middle and say, all right, tonight's captains are so-and-so, 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 and so-and-so. And it was just it just meant a whole lot to hear your name called to go out there for the coin toss. So, and one tradition I really like seeing is the Callaway student section now lines the field, getting ready for the Cavs to come out and take the field. So it's a really cool little tradition, and the whole team gathering about the field goal post, saying a quick prayer, and about to start this big-time matchup tonight. The crowd's starting to file in. I think some people thought it was going to rain, but it looks like we're going to have a pretty good crowd here tonight, Shane.
Yes.
You still play football in the rain,
coming in. Captains for the Bremen Blue Devils, number 5, Tyron Dobbs, number 8, Jalen Davis, number 13, Cade Berry, and number 27, Campbell Sweat, line up at midfield for the Bremen Blue Devils.
Let's hope we can win the toss and let the defense on the field first. You can always kind of tell how a game's going to go by how that defense starts out. So we said the same thing for the Troop game, and they threw a bomb the first play, but made a pretty good adjustment after that.
And looks like this week they'll let the Troop County Rec, or is that going to be the Hogansville Rec?
I'm not sure. I can't see
some of the local youth teams will be running out on the field with the Cavaliers through the banner.
I love that hype video they brought out here. That's pretty cool, I'm not going to lie. Didn't have that when I played, I can tell you that right now. We probably didn't deserve to have a hype video back when I played, so.
You guys laid the foundation,
we
man.
Did.
You guys started it.
We got it started. So, always enjoyed playing for Coach Wiggins, man. We've come a long way. I tell you what, the teams that he's got now, I think would probably massacre some of the other teams. But and he's got a solid foundation, and he's done an incredible job.
Yeah,
awesome. So Cavs will start the game on defense, Shane.
All right, just like you said, captains are going to head back there with the rest of the team. And cheerleaders are going to raise this banner up. And we've got some fans, some family, and students lined up along the sideline. Cheerleaders will lead them out. Here comes the Cavs. Andrew mentioned dressed in the black with the silver letters, white pants with a silver stripe, and the black helmets with the silver C.
Yeah, sharp look tonight, and Bremen in their all white. So we're familiar with that look, so we got the same combination. But excellent to have the defense starting on the field for the Cavaliers, and see if we can't set the tone. And I think that is the Hogansville Parks and Rec, Shane.
Well, good deal. I know that's got to be pretty exciting for those kids to be able to run through there with a high school team on a Friday night, getting them ready early. So the Cavalier kickoff team is going to ease out on the field. And here comes the Bremen Blue Devils out to receive. And we're about to get this one going, Andrew.
Yeah, got to get this one fired up and ready to go, but tee it up. So a little news back from the station. The Troop versus Sandy Creek game up at Sandy Creek is in a lightning delay until 8 p.m. So we will try to keep you guys updated on when Greg and Jack will go live. So we're expecting an update around 7:45. So keep you guys in the loop as long as we know something. So.
All right, Hunter Williamson lining it up here. Ball sitting at the 40. Looks like number 8. Back deep for the Blue Devils.
It's like Telly's fired up, Shane.
And ball bounces at the goal line. They fake a reverse. Number 8
Holding.
gets out around the 20, and he is taken down at the 25.
Like almost, that could have been a.
And that is Jalen Dallas, and I think you'll hear his name quite a bit tonight.
Yeah,
Andrew.
he's a very good player for Bremen. So they, I noticed that on film. I didn't bring it up in the pregame, but Bremen runs that fake every time they get a kickoff. They run that fake, and I think they just set it up just to keep you honest, to keep somebody going on that side of the field, so you can't concentrate on the ball carrier.
All right, Carter Cottrell, the freshman quarterback for the Blue Devils.
The roster that we were given.
So
Can you do a?
They bring the jet across, fake the jet. Now they line them up. Got about 12 on the play clock.
Fake the jet without snapping the ball.
2 receivers right, 1 to the left. This time they do give on the jet.
He's open. The quarterback's
and the
wide
quarterback
open.
is wide open over here at the 45, out across the 50, and taken down at the 41-yard line.
That play should have been blown up in the backfield, Shane. They tipped their hand right from the get-go. What play they're running, they're still able to work it. And I tell you what, this team's not coming out, and they're not. I tell you what, this is the kind of team it's going to remind the people a lot of Heard County. They're not going to leave any bullets in the chamber tonight.
So they bring the motion man across the first time just to see how the Cavalier defense is going to react, and then they line them back up in the same spot and run the play.
Yep. Got it. And this one goes back to what we talked about in the pregame. You got to be disciplined. You got to have that eye discipline. So it looks like we got trips. We may have too many men in the backfield. I don't know.
1, 2, 3, 4. From the gun, there's a snap. He fumbles the snap, picks it up now.
There we go, sacked.
They do sack him down around the 47-yard line.
I thought he was going to find a way to get out of there, but low snap. Callaway able to sack the quarterback for about a 6-yard loss, Shane. Couldn't tell who got in on that sack.
2nd down and 16 now for the Blue Devils. And again, here's that trips formation to the right.
And anytime you see teams put all their guys on one side of the field, sometimes I feel like they're setting something up to run the other way, where the far side of the field is. There's nobody there except the tight end.
There's a snap, give to the tailback off the right side.
Too many yards.
And that's just that's a different variation of what you saw last week, Andrew, with that quick pitch. And then they try to hit the edge.
Yeah, they went to the strong side and was able to get some blocks, and they picked up about 10 yards on the play. It's still a 3rd and we'll call it 6, Shane, but that's too many yards.
All right, and they go trips to the left side.
They definitely want to spread you out. They don't want it. That's where Callaway has got to get pressure and stop the run with 4 men.
2 receivers left, 1 to the right now. And they got that.
Looks like we swapped the safety onto the wide receiver, brought the linebacker back in the box. I like that move.
Again, from the shotgun, there's a snap, give Tailback fakes it now, keeps it, throws it up, looking for number 4 down the right sideline, overthrows him.
Yeah, he had a step, but we did a great job by number 13 for the Cavaliers, Antonez Blunt, on coverage. He was with them downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th and 6. We'll see what Bremen decides to do.
4th down and 6 now.
Do they like to go for it?
For the Blue Devils.
Looks like they're going to try to go for it right here, Shane. They're
kind of in no man's land.
No man's land.
Which I did see the kicker hit a couple around the 50-yard line.
It's either going to go for it or they're going to have a quick kick right here, Shane. I'm thinking a quick kick.
And now there's no punter back there.
They're trying to get Callaway jump off sides. I'd just take a knee. But, yep.
So
good discipline by the Cavaliers.
Bremen's going to take a timeout, and that's something that a couple weeks ago against Troop really
hurt
got us right there early in the game.
Yep, really hurt us right there. So they didn't fall for the eye candy, and they were able to stay disciplined, stay on side, and now Callaway's going to force a punt.
All right, well, 0-0 score, 10 minutes to go here in the first quarter. We'll take a full break. This is Callaway Cavalier football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Hey, it's T-O-double-D, Todd Parrish with Callaway. The playbook of savings is set, and we are gearing up for a great season. We have touchdown deals you don't want to miss out on. Get ready to tailgate in your brand new 2019 Kia Sorento LX for only $24,988. Stop by and meet the All-Star Savings Team at 1217 Lafayette Parkway in LaGrange, or view our complete inventory online at KillaGrange.com. Help support your local economy.
Stop number 110917. Price plus tax, sack, and title. See Key of LaGrange for complete details.
Synovus is the bank of here. Here is where roots run deep and familiar faces welcome you home. Here's a place that keeps getting better with time, because every generation leaves it better than the way they found it. And here's where our bankers are helping turn ideas into business realities, because they understand what it means to be from here. It's where we smile when we see our customers, and where they smile back. Synovus, the bank of here. Synovus, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Now back to the field for Callaway Cavaliers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Missed it.
Bremen attempts a 53-yard field goal, falls short, lands in the end zone. So the Callaway Cavaliers offense will head out on the field, and they will take over on the 30-yard line.
Yeah, outstanding stand by the Callaway defense after that initial trick play right there. And they attempted, like you said, a long field goal there, and just short, but heck of a stand right there. And 9:53 left, you got your offense. So love to see a nice long touchdown drive right here, Shane. So looks like they're going to give us the ball on the 20.
Goes to the 20. That's right. Huh. All right. So here comes the Cavalier offense out of the I right here. Freeman at quarterback. Cartavius at tailback. There's a give to Cartavius right up the middle of the field. And he probably got maybe a yard on the play, Andrew.
A yard or two, and that's kind of been the theme, is these teams have done a good job of selling out to stop Cartavius, and he's got to get a little help from his friends, get him some open holes to run through. So because we've seen it in this season too, if you give him a little crease, he can take it to the house anytime he touches the ball.
All right, 2nd down and 9 now. Again, Freeman under center, gives it to Cartavius off the right side this time. And keeps his feet moving, and he's going to be about a yard short here. Bring up 3rd down and 1, Andrew.
Heck of an effort right there by Tank. Looked like he was going to be stopped for maybe a 2 or 3 yard game. Kept the feet churning, so it looks like we're going to see Quay Hines in the short yardage situation for the Cavaliers.
Oh, and they give him the first down.
Correction.
All right.
Great. I thought we were a tad short of the line to gain, but it looks like the nose of the football is right on that 30-yard line where we had to get to, Shane.
All right, here comes Freeman back into the huddle now. 0-0 score here, 9 minutes in the first quarter. And looks like Cavs going to stay under center right here. Freeman takes a snap, tosses it left to Cartavius. He lowers his head, makes the guy miss, gets out across the 35 to around the 37. And just another hard run by Cartavius.
They had him. Bremen defense had him, and then Cartavius just ran over the outside linebacker for for Bremen. And I tell you what, just a physical run. You can see why he's a 5-star right there. So what do you say, Shane? About 7 or 8 yard gain on the play.
7 or 8, right where Cavs want to be. Second down and around 3 right here.
I think we might see a Freeman run
from
here.
The gun. They fake the jet. Freeman keeps it, gets the first down out across the 40 to the 43.
And that's exactly what you want to see as Freeman getting involved with the run game, and that's where you can force Freeman to make a decision. Do you go with Tank on the sweep, or do you go with Jacob?
Yeah, I mean, you almost feel bad for that end over there.
He's got to, whatever choice he makes is the wrong one. So.
All right, so Cavs back to the gun here. First down from the 43. Freeman rolls to his right, wants to throw, and he's got a man. And that was Mormon.
He had him, too.
Marcus Mormon up around the 35-yard line, just out of reach.
We had twins to the far side of the formation. Mormon in the slot. He ran just about a 20-yard out route, and we had him for a big-time play downfield. So probably maybe one of those passes you want to see a little more touch on. So, but it's good play call, good play design, and maybe that'll open the box up a little bit for the running game.
Right, here's the snap to Freeman, and here's the counter underneath to Quay Hines.
Huge hole.
Quay stays on his feet, gets up to the 45. Going to bring up third down and around 6 right here.
And that was that delayed handoff we ran a few times against Troop to bail us out of some third and long situations, able to pick up some first downs. And
just one tackle away right there.
I think he was one tackle away from maybe taking that to the house, Shane.
All right, Cartavius back in at tailback. 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. Freeman from the gun.
15 seconds on
Looks like Coach Napier's going to check with him here at the line. They're going to change the play. You got about 10 on the play clock.
Plenty of time, plenty of time.
There's a snap. Freeman wants to throw, throws it up, looking for 13.
He's got him.
And if they don't call the push off, that is going to be about a 61-yard completion right there to number 13, Antonez Blunt.
And I tell you what, that was a professional tap.
That was
right
a professional
there.
push, huh?
Yeah, that was a nudge right there. That's the that's what they used to say about AJ Green when he'd play, the little professional nudge.
The separation,
the separation right there. So, but I tell you what, where he didn't put touch on the last pass in the slot to Marcus Mormon, he put incredible touch on that pass.
Absolutely. Here's Freeman from the gun. Gives it Cartavius off the left side. Cartavius with the Cartavius just stiff arming a guy. Gets down to around the 5-yard line.
Man, I tell you what, and Bremen's selling out to stop Tank, but a good pickup right there. Second and goal from about the 6-yard line.
And here you've got Charlie Dixon and Cartavius in the game. Charlie at fullback, Cartavius at the tailback. Cavs work from the eye right here. And we're going to have a false start against
the wide
number
out.
12, Dre Potts for the Cavaliers.
Yeah, you can't have that as the wide receiver, because you're furthest away from the snaps. You got to watch that football, and so now you got a second and goal from the 11. You can't pick up a first down here, so might see us go back to the shotgun right here. Maybe use Jacob's legs. I tell you what, this is kind of the same area in the field too, Shane. If you remember the LaGrange game, ran an RPO. And we was able to get Freeman and roll into his left, and he was able to hit Blunt for a touchdown against LaGrange. Might see a similar kind of play call here.
All right, 3 receivers to the right. One of them, Cartavius, in at the slot. Freeman in the empty backfield. Fakes the give, keeps it right up the middle, got some room, gets down to the 5, inside to around the 3, maybe the 4-yard line.
Yeah, I tell you what, that hole closed quick. He had a crater to go through, had to make a man miss around the 5-6 yard line. So that's going to bring third and goal at the 4. So it's one thing when Callaway goes that 5 wide, brings a man in motion right there. It usually creates a pretty big hole for Jacob Freeman to run the ball.
All right, 0-0 score. Callaway threatening here. 5:52 to go in the first quarter. Third down and goal from around the 4-yard line. It's like 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Cartavius and Freeman in the backfield. And they bring Marcus.
He's open.
And he is wide open for a Cavalier touchdown. That was number 16, Marcus Mormon. They brought him in motion. and then he just eased out in the flats.
Yeah.
Easy pass and catch there.
That reminds me of a play the Patriots run a lot with Tom Brady. And Julian Edelman, they'll bring him in motion, and right when they snap it, he'll hit that line of scrimmage and run an out route. You can't defend that play. You can't defend it right there. So excellent execution. And
yeah, if you don't have somebody starting with the motion,
yeah,
man, you can't defend it.
You
You're
can't
absolutely
defend it.
right. All right, so here comes Hunter in. Try to make this a 7-0 lead for the Cavaliers. There's the snap, the hold, the kick. It's up, and it is good. So Cavs strike first 7-0 against the Bremen Blue Devils. 5:32 to go here in the first quarter. This is Callaway Cavalier football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Hi, football fans. Jonathan Moose Map here from Glenn Smith in Opelika, Alabama. We love this time of year with all the excitement of football. We also love that Glenn Smith can play a part in supporting high school sports. We support the team, the coaches, the band, the cheerleaders, and of course the families and the fans. At Glenn Smith, we are proud to be your local Chevrolet Buick and GMC dealer with over 500 new and used vehicles every day. Online 24/7 at glennsmith.com. That's Glenn Smith Chevrolet Buick GMC in Opelika. Get ready to smile.
Now back to the field for Callaway Cavaliers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
All right, guys, back here at Callaway Stadium. Hunter Williamson getting set here to kick it off. And there's the kick. Nice high kick. Taken down at the 1 again by number 8. And he gets out across the 20, out across the 30. Makes the guy miss at the 40, out across midfield.
He might
and
be
it is
gone.
going to be a foot race out across the 30. And he is tackled down at the 23. Touchdown saving tackle there by Jalen Shepard, number 28 for the Cavaliers.
Yeah, way to not give up on the play right there. I mean, he had a great angle, and I tell you what, we got to do a much better job staying in our rush lanes right there on kickoffs right there, man. There's just no reason for that.
Got to kick the ball. Try to kick the ball higher.
Yeah, got to give you a return.
Too much of a line drive. It gets there so quick.
Because then you almost say just kick it out of bounds. Let them take it on the 35.
All right, so tough spot here for the Cav defense. First down for the Bremen Blue Devils from the Cavalier 20-yard line. And two receivers right.
And this is where you saw that play that Temple ran last week, that power play.
Oh,
we did
what
a great
play
job
right there. Who is that? That's Jalen Shepard right there?
Jalen Shepard, yep.
No, that's 25 for the Cavaliers. That's D. Bonner.
Yeah, incredible job, and that's the same play that Temple ran against us last week.
And he
did
just
a great
put
job.
his arm out there.
Yep.
Got a leg. Take the legs out. They can't run. I try to explain that to my little 9 and 10-year-old guys, man. They watch too much TV. They want to go up high. Three receivers right. Again, Bremen works from the gun. Second down and about 12 here. There's a snap, fake, quick pass out into the flats.
Good
Caught
pursuit.
by number 15, and he got about 4 yards, maybe 5, Andrew. Going to bring up third down, and I'd say about 6 right here.
Yeah, did a good job of swarming to the football, and I tell you what, it's like we talked about in the pregame. Bremen's going to scheme you to death. They're going to dink and dunk you to death, and they're trying to create that matchup because Callaway's got the advantage athletically.
All right, again, Bremen's going to work from the gun. Two receivers left, one to the right. Number 5, Tyron Dobbs in at the tailback spot. Bring that receiver from the left all the way across the field. There's a snap. He wants to throw. He throws it up, looking for number 14, and he just goes up.
That's just a size mismatch right there. That's their big-time wideout for the Bremen Blue Devils, number 14, Jason Houston, the senior, 6'5", 210, and I think
that's a tough matchup for Jalen Shepard over there.
And that's something you may see us possibly maybe rotate someone like Marcus Mormon or somebody over on his side who's a little bit taller. So that was just a good fade route, good catch, and this game is all tied up. But got to make them earn it, though, Shane. You can't give up these big-time plays on special teams.
All right, here's the snap, the hold, the kick.
Blocked
It is blocked. So Callaway keeps the lead here, 7-6. Thanks to Kamadre Bray. Breaks through the line, blocks the extra point attempt. Callaway 7-6, 3:42 to go here in the first quarter. We'll take a quick break. This is Callaway Cavalier football on the Eagle Sports Network.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics' well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com.
Now back to the field for Callaway Cavaliers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
All right, getting set for the kickoff here.
They got too many men on this side of the formation. That should be
Number
a penalty.
89 booms it, and it's going to go out of the back of the end zone.
Yeah,
And
they had 5
I'll
men
tell you
on one side
something
of the
to
formation.
keep an eye on right there is number 88 for the Bremen Blue Devils. Lines up, and actually they don't have 88 on the roster, but number 89, Evan Fuller, is the kicker, and then number 88 stands right there by the football, who also appears to be a kicker.
Yeah, it sounds like Bremen, like I said, they're just going to try to use a lot of unconventional ways to try to win this football game tonight.
All right, single receiver out left, Dre Potts. There's a snap. There's a give to Quay Hines. Big hole. Stays on his feet. Gets about 6, maybe 7 on the play. Good first down run by Quay.
That seems to be the story for Quay Hines, though, Shane, isn't it? I mean, he's just so much lower to the ground, lower center of gravity. He tends to just explode through those openings, especially running downhill out of the I formation.
Tell you what, it probably helps to have Charlie Dixon and that fullback for you.
And Keandre Jones and guys like that on the offensive line paving the way.
There's a snap, and this time they give it to Quay. He gets a first down, and he just explodes, like you said, Andrew. He gets to that second level, and
he's a tackle away almost every time he touches that football, taking it to the house. And it's like we talked about when we played Opelika, those thighs, man. He gets to going, and he's just tough to bring down with arm and tackle.
And you can just look at him and tell that's a kid that did the right things this summer, hit the weights.
Absolutely.
So Callaway moving the ball here, and it looks like Bremen took a timeout right there, or Callaway. Callaway takes a timeout right there. 7-6 to score. Callaway on the move here. First down from their own 38-yard line with 3:02 to go here in the first quarter. Looks like Quay's going to come out. They're going to send Cartavius back in.
Yeah, got to get him going. I read a statistic earlier in the year, or earlier this week, Tank's averaging 8.2 yards per carry. And I think that's an incredible stat because, and so I was talking to a coach earlier before pregame, and I said, I think Tank spoiled us against Opelika. He just 250 yards rushing, could have had 300, and he's kind of quietly rushed for over 100 yards in the remaining games, but still averaging 8.2 yards per carry.
There's a give to Cartavius just right up the gut, and 4 or 5 on the play, Andrew.
Yeah, dive play, and I tell you what, we seem to have found a soft spot in the middle of that Bremen defense, and I tell you what, as we see those backers creep in and they start putting more men in the box, that's when you take shots downfield. And I want to give a shout out to Shane, we talked about this before the season started. Shout out to our wide receivers, been stepping up as this season's gone on, making some big plays downfield to kind of open up the running game for the Cavaliers.
All right, 2 receivers left, one to the right. There's a snap, looks like a little keeper here for Freeman.
Oh.
And he keeps his feet, gets to the 43. They're going to give him to the 44.
I got worried there for a second. I saw Jacob almost take a shot to the head right there. was close to it. It was up near shoulder pad. I got nervous thinking about that LaGrange game.
Going to bring up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Yeah, you got to keep
the Cavaliers.
Got to keep the drive going right here. So Bremen, you gave them a short field, and you did. And good teams do what you do when they, you give them a short field like that, scoring a touchdown. Got to put some more pressure on this Bremen team.
All right, 3 receivers right, 1 to the left.
I think you're going to see that out route again up there, Shane, top of the formation.
Cartavius in at tailback. There's a snap. Give it to Cartavius off the left side. Gets out across midfield.
He might
down
be
to
gone.
The 40, 30, 20, 10, end zone, touchdown, Cartavius Bigsby.
Incredible.
And the Callaway Cavaliers. And that was from 56 yards out, Andrew.
What a block by Tank, or Big Johnson right there. Tate Johnson with a good block on the edge that sprung him loose. And I tell you what, man, he looked like he was bottled up, and he just hit the Jets on the sideline, able to pull away, and that's exactly what Callaway needed right there with 6 points. How far was that touchdown run? That's
57-yard run for Cartavius. Hunter on for the extra point here. There's a snap, the hold, the kick, it's up. It is good. So Callaway answers back 14-6 your score now. 1:25 to go here in the first quarter. This is Callaway Cavalier football on the Eagle Sports Network.
It is Take Home a Titan Truck Month at Nissan of LaGrange. Hey guys, Richard Cates here, General Manager of Nissan of LaGrange. It is time for you to get away from the norm and into the new Nissan Titan. With America's best truck warranty at 5-year, 100,000-mile bumper to bumper, there is no reason not to be at Nissan of LaGrange right now. It is time for you to be a Titan. Come see me at Nissan of LaGrange, where all of our Titans are $10,000 off for Titan Truck Month. Nissan of LaGrange, your friendliest hometown dealer.
Now back to the field for Callaway Cavaliers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
All right, here we go. The kickoff by Hunter Williamson. Looks like they're going to go to that sky kick over to the right side. Going to be fair caught.
Smart decision.
At the 30-yard line.
Hey, make them drive at 70 instead of 21, so I like that.
All right, so here comes your Cavalier defense out on the field with a 14-6 lead with 1:25 to go here in the first quarter. And like you said, Andrew, number 14 down here for the Blue Devils.
I think we've swapped over. Dre Towns is covering him now at the defensive back position. They like to run that fake motion to see how we react. But you have to react to it, that jet motion, because if you don't, he's going to hand him the ball, and he's going to have a huge hole to run through.
This time they give it to the tailback right up the middle of the field.
Nice cutback.
He does get into the second level, gets about 7 on the play.
Little cutback on that dive play.
Tell you what, Andrew, we've played against some really good tailbacks this year.
Very good.
Opelika had, what was his name? The kid they had, tailback?
Blanton.
He really impressed me.
Yes, absolutely.
And then Kobe Hudson.
He's Mr. Do-It-All.
He can kind of do it all, run it, throw it.
He really impressed me in that game. I mean, you talk about someone who hadn't played quarterback before and the darts he was throwing.
I'm not so sure that his offers won't pick up at the quarterback spot now.
Oh, ball's out.
Let's see who's got the ball.
I think Bremen may have fallen back on the ball. Let's see what happens.
Ref's trying to clear out the pile down there, pulling the kids back. And Bremen does have the ball, going to bring up a 3rd down and around 3, maybe 4 right here. So this game's kind of going the opposite direction of what we thought, Andrew. We thought Bremen would come in, not make many mistakes, would be very disciplined. But Bremen making some mistakes early here. It's like 3 seconds to go here in the first quarter, and they're just going to let it run down. That'll end the first quarter. Callaway with a 14-6 lead over the number 4 ranked Bremen Blue Devils here at Callaway Stadium. Let's take a full break. This is Callaway Cavalier football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Have you gotten your flu shot? Now is the time. Holmes Pharmacy is the place to get your flu shot. And if you have insurance, it could be free. So don't wait. Drive right up to Holmes Pharmacy and get your flu shot today at Commerce Avenue in LaGrange, inside the Piggly Wiggly at Lee's Crossing, and in Hamilton. And if your doctor feels you need a high-dose flu shot, Holmes Pharmacy has you covered.
Hi, I'm Perry Prather, pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy. We have your flu shot ready, so come see me or any of my fine staff at Holmes Pharmacy today.
Now back to the field for Callaway Cavaliers football on the Eagles Sports Network.
All right, guys, back here live at Callaway Stadium. 14-6 your score. Cavaliers with the lead, and Bremen facing a third down and around 3 right here.
Yeah, a lot of options here for Bremen, and you know this is definitely with the offense they run. It's probably not an impossible down and distance for them. So looks like they're going to line up with trips to the top of the formation again, though, Shane.
All right, 3
Stay on
receivers
sides.
right, 1 to the left.
Looks like we got number 18, Dre Towns, once again down here close to us on the.
Again, Cartwright works from the gun here. There's a snap, fakes a give, quick slant.
Oh, he caught that.
And he caught that. Great job right there.
Yeah, number 14 again, and I mean you just got to tip your hat to number 14 once again, Jason Houston, 6'5", 210-pound senior, and I tell you what, man, I really don't know who you can put on him that's going to be able to shut him down. I mean, look how big he is compared to who we have on him.
Yes, very
look at that
big
out
kid.
there. We got Antoinez Barnes out there matched up. And, okay, this is the matchup I was asking for here. Marcus Mormon has switched to the outside to cover number 14 for Bremen. That's a little bit better matchup right there.
Give it to the
what
tailback.
A tackle.
And that's number 7 right there, R.J. Williams.
Yeah, he had a little hole to scoot through, but R.J. did a good job of wrapping him up and holding him to a 2-yard gain right there. A little run off of right tackle out of the shotgun. So number 5 will exit the game, Shane. Looks like can't check the number on the new tailback for Bremen. I wouldn't be shocked if they went to the air here, though.
All right, second down.
Same
and
matchup.
Around 8 here.
Yeah, that same matchup in the slot on the top of the formation. A big size difference.
There's a snap. Quarterback wants to throw, throws it up, and he's got a man.
Did he catch that?
What a catch right there by number 4. That's Ben Barrow. Tell you what, that was a good ball there.
Yeah, excellent ball. And this will be the we just faced a really good quarterback, Kobe Hudson, and I tell you what, Kobe and that quarterback for Opelika. Now this kid, you facing some really good quarterbacks, plus the guy that Heard County has at the end of the year too.
All right, 3 receivers to the right. And they're going to check at the line.
Another size mismatch in that slot.
And he's pointing at them too. There's a snap, looks like an option. He's just going to keep it because nobody was there to contain him.
Yeah.
He gets down to the 23.
We got sucked in on the defensive end, should have came up field. So, but he's R.J. Williams able to clean up the play. Still about a 7-yard gain for Bremen. So 2nd and 3, and they're marching on a Shane at they're already at the 25-yard line.
Their coordinators up here just doing a real good job right now.
Yeah, this is going to be a 4-quarter game.
Now you've got Quay Hines matched up on Houston.
It's still going to be a size mismatch right there.
3 receivers left now. Tell you what, they do a lot of changing.
Yeah, a lot of pre-snap motion.
There's a snap, give to the tailback.
And I think he picked up the first down.
And
Shane.
he did. Going to bring up first down from the Callaway 20-yard line now. 9:41 to go here before halftime.
Only picked up around a little like 3 yards and an inch, able to pick up that first down, but nonetheless another first down at the Callaway 21-yard line. So see if the Cavaliers can slow this attack down, maybe bend but not break, and force another field goal attempt. another check with me at the line of scrimmage. I think they might be going down here. They got him at
I feel better now with Dre Towns on him.
Yes.
Quarterback keeps it off the right side.
Man, even
we
though
had him wrapped up, he just keeps those feet moving, and he gets about 4 or 5.
Yep. Yeah,
Gets
you got
down inside the 15.
You got to wrap up right there. We went with arm tackles, and number 7, Cartwright, the 6 foot, 210-pound senior. These guys are thick for Bremen. It's almost like having another tailback out there.
R.J. Williams limping off. Charlie Dixon's going to come in and play linebacker for him.
Let's hope R.J.'s okay. Definitely can't lose him. See, look at that. A lot of motion.
2 receivers left. Cavalier defense shifts in the middle.
5 seconds on the play clock. Looks like
Callaway's going to take a timeout.
Yep.
So we'll take one with them. Bremen facing a 2nd down and 3 from the Callaway 14-yard line. 8:39 to go here before halftime. This is Callaway Cavalier football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's a step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at Remax Results because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships.
Hi, football fans. Jonathan Moose Map here from Glenn Smith in Opelika, Alabama. We love this time of year with all the excitement of football. We also love that Glenn Smith can play a part in supporting high school sports. We support the team, the coaches, the band, the cheerleaders, and of course the families and the fans. At Glenn Smith, we're proud to be your local Chevrolet Buick and GMC dealer with over 500 new and used vehicles every day. Online 24/7 at glennsmith.com. That's Glenn Smith Chevrolet Buick GMC in Opelika. Get ready to smile.
Now back to the field for Callaway Cavaliers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
This time they fake the jet to 16 and give it to number 5 right there, Tyron Dobbs, right up the gut. And looks like he's got enough for a first down.
great game plan, too, by Bremen. It's like we talked about in the pregame. They're not going to out-physical us, but, I mean, they're going to scheme us to death tonight, and that's how they're trying to move the footballs. They're trying to move our players out of the way with motion. Really good game plan by Bremen.
1st and goal here from the 8-yard line. A lot of space on the left side of the field.
Wouldn't be shocked if they go to that side. Yep. Would that not be called a false start? To go in motion and fake the handoff before the ball snapped?
As long as he doesn't make a motion towards the line of scrimmage, I think it's okay. But number 5 just runs it hard right there. Tyron Dobbs down to the 2-yard line.
Another shotgun snap off of right side of that defense, and it's going to bring up 2nd and goal from the 3, and really close to pulling within 1 point of the Cavaliers. I'm telling you, I think we got a good one on our hands tonight, Shane. I wouldn't be shocked if you see him go. A lot of room out there for 14. Jason Houston on that left side of the formation.
I don't think they feel like they need to throw it. This time it's going to be a direct snap to number 1.
He's going to walk into the end zone.
And he's just going to go untouched. That's Brant Ivy, the 6-foot senior, 255-pound fullback.
Yeah, that's something that Coach Hubbard, he probably doesn't like seeing that right there. Is it just
flashbacks of C.J. Wright?
Yes. Just not a whole lot of physicality on that drive by the defense, and Bremen did a good job with their motion of kind of nickel and diming us down the field and able to answer, and it looks like they're going to go for 2 to try to tie this ball game.
All right, 14-12 score. Like you said, Andrew, Bremen going for 2 here. 7:25 to go before halftime. And they're getting in the same formation right here, and they snap it to them again. This time we bottle them up.
Yeah, no good.
The 2-point conversion is no good by Bremen.
So Callaway maintains the lead again, 14-12, and you wonder if he's chasing points. You get the extra point blocked, and you also have this blocked, failed 2-point conversion. Now that'll cost you later in this game, Shane.
All right, 14-12 score, 7:25 to go before halftime. Let's take a quick break. This is Callaway Cavalier football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Hey, it's T.O.D.D. Todd Parrish with Keel LaGrange. The playbook of savings is set, and we are gearing up for a great season. We have touchdown deals you don't want to miss out on. Get ready to tailgate in your brand new 2019 Kia Sorrento LX for only $24,988. Stop by and meet the All-Star Savings Team at 1217 Lafayette Parkway in LaGrange, or view our complete inventory online at KeelLaGrange.com. Help support your local economy.
Stop number 110917. Price plus tax, second title. See Key of LaGrange for complete details.
Now back to the fields for Callaway Cavaliers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
And there is the kickoff again. It's going to go into the end zone for a touchback. And that is number 89, Evan Fuller, the junior place kicker, and he's been pretty impressive, Andrew.
Yeah, he's been booming. Everything's out of the back of the end zone, and that can be a weapon in high school because all the ball has to do is cross the goal line. You can't return it.
All right, Cavalier offense out onto the field now with a 2-point lead. Be first down from the Callaway 20. Callaway going right back to that I. Cartavius in at tailback. There's a snap. Give to Cartavius right up the middle of the field.
He's
Bounces
gone.
it outside. Nobody's going to catch him.
He's
and
gone.
he is out across the 40, the 30, the 20, and there's nobody within 10 yards. Touchdown, Cartavius Bigsby. 80 yards, Andrew.
That is, there's the Cartavius we know and love. What a run out of the I formation, downhill blocking, and like I told you, Shane, they started chasing points. With this extra point, it becomes a 2-score game if we can convert. Incredible run. Incredible run. I tell you what, we've been spoiled by some good tailbacks since we've been doing this, Shane. DJ Atkins, now Cartavius Bigsby, Quay Hines.
There's a snap, the hold, the kick. It's up. It is good. So Callaway takes a 21-12 lead here with 7 minutes, 11 seconds to go before halftime. And that defense is over there saying, Cartavius, give me a break, man.
Yeah, now the bad thing is the defense has to go right back out there and try to stop this Bremen offense that kind of just, you know, had their way with this Callaway defense on the last drive.
So what an answer there by the Cavaliers and that offensive line. Up front, led by Keandre Jones and Keyshawn Cameron, Tate Johnson. Tell you what, those are some really good offensive linemen the Cavaliers have.
Absolutely, and they'll definitely be missed next year when they're all playing college ball at the next level.
All right, Hunter on to kick. Looks like they're going to continue with the sky kick over here. This time they're trying to sneak number 8 up. And 24
Fumble.
Drops it. 8 picks it up. And he is tackled at the 35-yard line. Nearly a very costly mistake there by number 24, the up man for the Bremen Blue Devils.
So now let's see if the defense has got to be tired. I mean, they're happy their teammates score, but they're just like, come on, like you said, come on, man, I gotta go right back out here and play defense.
See if Coach Hubbard can solve his puzzle here. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Again, Bremen works from the gun. They bring the jet across. Now he just lines up in the slot.
They take a lot of time off this play clock. They use almost every second of it every play.
There's a snap. Fake to the tailback. They throw it out.
Good coverage
to
by
number
us.
4.
Still picked up 5 yards, but a good job of pursuit by the Callaway defense on that bubble screen, Shane.
Ben Barrow takes that bubble screen about for 5 yards, Andrew.
Yeah, 5 yards. Good pursuit by the Callaway defense. They're kind of just on an island out there trying to, and that's the name of the game tonight for Bremen, is forcing our athletes to tackle their guys in space. So far, their game plan's working. Once again, they got big number 14, Jason Houston, in the slot. Matched up with Quay Hines, I believe. Is that Quay? No, that's 21, Antonis Barnes.
Still probably not a favorable.
No. Man, I tell you what, that was a good tackle right there, but I tell you what, number 5, Tyron Dobbs right there, Shane he just exploded after he got that handoff. He had made his decision. He was going left.
Sedarian Shealy with the tackle there.
Sets up a 3rd and 3 for the Bremen Blue Devils, and see if the Callaway defense can get a 3 and out, get off the field, and get the ball back to their offense. Bremen's been really good on 3rd down tonight.
3 receivers right now. Again, Cartwright, the senior quarterback, works from the gun for Bremen. There's a snap. He rolls to his right, wants to throw, and he's got a man.
Excellent play.
Number 16 gets the first down yardage and about 3 more, and that was Nick Vaughn.
They did a great job of rolling the pocket to the right, and they just flooded 3 wide receivers. We hadn't seen that since we played Stars Mill, Shane. They ran that play a lot on 3rd down to try to find somebody on that high-low route that get open.
All right, 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. And again, they check at the line, and they've done it every play tonight.
Down to I think what they come out is just see what Callaway lines up in, and then they're just obviously changing the play to something else, just depending on alignment. So, wouldn't be shocked, especially here in the second half, if Coach Hubbard starts disguising some of his defenses.
There's a snap. Quarterback's going to keep it, take it right up the gut, and he gets about 5. Andrew.
Yeah, a little quarterback power right there, kind of looking like Nick Fitzgerald for Mississippi State, just stuck in it and running it and able to pick up around 5 yards on the play, and 2nd and 5 for Bremen. And Shane, I mean, we'll see what happens on the play clock, but I mean, they are waiting. They are waiting until 15 seconds on that play clock before they start getting into their cadence.
You got 20 seconds now. Here they start everything at around 17.
And now we're under 15 again, and now we'll get ready for the snap. They're just trying to shorten this game and keep the Callaway offense off the field.
There's a snap, and he throws it up, looking
He's got
for
a
number
man.
14. He's got him.
Drops it.
And there is no flag.
And I will say
coverage
this.
right there by Jalen Shepard.
I will say this, and we don't normally say this a whole lot, Shane. I'm really glad to see both teams being allowed to play. We had the obvious penalty against Callaway, false start, and other than that, it's been a very clean football game for both teams. Both teams ranked top 5 in the AA poll, and both teams kind of putting on a show tonight for these fans. So,
all right, big 3rd down right here. 3rd down and 6, Andrew.
Once again, check with me, around 17 seconds on the play clock. Look for the combo route at the top. They got 14 in motion.
Looks like that's going to be against Bremen.
Oh man, okay. So so where I was about to say we jumped, possibly setting up a 3rd and 1. We had a false start on Bremen. We jumped in the neutral zone, and that's going to back up Bremen 5 yards, set up a 3rd and 11. Shane.
Looks like they were trying to bring 14 Jason Houston in motion and get him matched up with number 21, Antonis Barnes, right there.
Yeah, right here, you got 14 deep in the slot right there. They're going to bring him in motion. I think they're going to try to set him up man-to-man right here where he's got the size advantage. Let's see where they go with the football.
There's a snap.
There it is.
Quarterback's going to
He crossed the line of
it.
scrimmage.
He's got a guy.
Man, that was a bullet.
At the 41, and that'll be enough for a Bremen first down.
Man, you can't have that on 3rd and long right there. You can't. So it looked like on that play they were bringing Jason Houston in motion, and he had the size matchup in the slot over there. But
I think that was his initial read.
That was the initial read, and he was able to go backside. And I tell you what, incredible arm.
Well, Antonis did a good job jamming him at the line.
Very good job, absolutely. Man in motion again. See, he's going towards the line. That's got to be a false start. I'm going to ask somebody about that. That's interesting.
There's a snap. Give to the tailback off the left side.
Huge hole.
Gets out across the 30. Stays on his feet inside the 20. And out of bounds. at the 7-yard line. There is a flag late.
Is that a late? That can't be a late tackle. That's a face mask probably.
Well, that is going to put the ball at around the 3.5-yard line. Going to set up first down and goal.
So you had him 3rd and 11. Get off the field, get the ball back to your offense. But instead, give it the big run, big conversion on 3rd down. Now you get a big run to the left. And Bremen showing why they're ranked. So Bremen and Callaway a little sloppy on this drive. Bremen with the false start and Callaway with the personal foul. So we'll see if the Cavaliers can make a goal line stand right here.
All right, here comes Bremen to the line. 2 receivers to the right.
I wouldn't be shocked to see the quarterback keep it here. I like what Callaway's doing, too. They're starting to adjust with the check with me. They're starting to adjust their defense, too.
There's a snap. Give to the tailback.
Walks
off the
in.
left side.
Not touched. Untouched.
And just nobody filling that gap there.
Nope.
Makes it 21-18. And looks like Bremen's going to just kick the extra point right here.
Got to. So now it's a 1-possession game. And tell you what, you had a chance to get off the field, but 3:35 left, Shane. Wouldn't be bad to come out, put 6 on the board, get the ball coming out after halftime. Maybe you can get a little breathing room against this Bremen offense, but Callaway just hasn't had an answer.
There's the snap, the hold, the kick is up, and it is good. And the Bremen Blue Devils score on a 3-yard keeper by the quarterback and makes it 21-19 with 3:35 to go here before halftime. Let's take a quick break. This is Callaway Cavalier football on the Eagle Sports Network.
At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center, we believe teamwork makes all the difference in your health. We believe that skilled people can achieve higher standards and exceptional results. We believe in a game plan that's focused on patient safety and quality care. At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center in LaGrange, we believe in life well lived. To learn more about award-winning healthcare, visit wellstar.org/WGMC.
Now back to the field for Callaway Cavaliers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
And here is the kick again, a high kick. Bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So we will see the Cavalier offense.
And maybe that is that one play touchdown last time was very helpful on the scoreboard, and it might have hurt your defense a little bit too. So, hey, if they do it again, I'm not going to complain, but I wouldn't be disappointed if we took about 3 minutes and 3:35 to punch this in and go to the half.
All right. Here comes the Cavs to the line. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Cavs work out of the gun this time. Quay Hines in at tailback. There's a snap, give to Quay, and Quay is.
Jacob's got the football.
Oh, Jacob kept that.
Yep.
What a fake right there by Jacob.
Yeah,
he gets up to the 22.
And that's all right with me. That tick, tick, tick. You want that clock ticking right there. It doesn't look like to me like Bremen's built to have a 2-minute drive. They want to drive the ball 7-8 minutes, put 6 on the board. So if we can at least on this drive take away 90 seconds, I think we'll be all right.
Three receivers right, 1 to the left. We got empty backfield.
We got quad receivers. We got a man in motion now.
Ooh, there goes Cartavius on a wheel route. And Freeman hits, who's that, Potts?
I think it's Dre Potts. But
that was Antonez Blunt. He gets about a yard, brings up 3rd down, and about 7 now.
I'll tell you what, if he looked backside, we had Marcus Mormon who could have walked in for a touchdown on a backside slant. So something to keep an eye on as this game goes on. So he was open. You put the ball on the money right there, he was going to walk into the end zone.
All right.
Can't
Three
go 3 and out.
receivers left, one to the right now. Got about 18 on the play clock. Quay Hines in at tailback. Freeman from the gun. Takes a snap, fakes a give, wants to throw, looking, dances to his right.
He's got a lot of room.
He's got a lot of room, gets out across the 25.
I think he picked up the first down.
And down to the 30-yard line, and that'll be enough for a Cavalier first down. Huge pickup there by Jacob Freeman.
He saw a lot of room on that right side, but I tell you what, he had there was a crater and it closed, and that shows you how disciplined this Bremen team is. They'll be able to recognize that and flow to the football, and I'll tell you what, that's a clutch first down right there. Worst thing you can do now is you're going to knock another minute and a half off of this clock.
All right, again, Jacob works from the gun, fakes a give, bubble screen out to number 16, and he's trying to get outside.
Oh, he fumbled.
Was it a fumble?
I think, was he not down?
And
he's down. They're calling him down. They're calling him down.
No, I got one referee signaling. All right, they're saying Bremen football.
Wow.
From the 33-yard line, and that was Marcus Mormon.
Let's see a replay. Man, you can't, of all the things you can't, it's twice now you've given Bremen a short field. They had a long kickoff return. They started to drive inside our own 20. Now they're starting to drive inside our own 35.
Yeah, it looks like it did come out.
And with a kicker like this, too, they can, they get out, Callaway offense doing a great job, and they could easily go to the half down.
3 receivers left, one to the right.
See if Callaway can adjust on defense right here.
There's a snap. Quarterback drops straight back, throws it across the middle of the field, and you got number 14 incomplete.
Yep. You can't, that's still, he was wide open right there. You got to do a much better job, and it's almost like we're waiting until the receiver runs past us before we turn and run with the receiver. In pass coverage, you got to get those hips open. You got to start running with that receiver a little earlier than that. But 14, he's been kind of having his way with this Callaway defense tonight. Jason Houston, I mean, he was wide open on that seam route, Shane.
All right, 2 receivers right, 2 to the left. And they check with about 15 on the clock. Now they change the play.
Looks like Callaway's adjusting too. Safety changing the play back there. Shadarian Sheely changing the coverage.
There's a snap. Quarterback drops straight back, throws it up, overthrows everybody. And it looks like they're going to get us for a hold right there.
They really calling us a
Yeah, he had a
hold of his jersey back there.
And that was number 21, Antonez Barnes. Just not a favorable matchup there for the Cavs. Actually, that was Jalen Shepard, but him and Antonez are about the same height.
It's just, with a guy like that, you definitely, and it's something you might see in a second, you might want to see a guy like Marcus Mormon or Dre Towns just shadow him. To whatever side of the field 14 goes to, that's the side of the field you need to go to.
So that is going to move the ball up to the 18-yard line, 1:27 to go. Bremen deep inside of Callaway territory now, Andrew.
Yeah, and I tell you what, Bremen's done a good job. They've cashed in on one Callaway mistake, and they have potential to cash in on a second one. And thankfully we get the ball to start the second half. But I mean, if the defense was going to force a turnover, now's the time right here. He's got a free release. 14, I'd almost come up to the line and start jamming him because he's getting a free release and he just gets a full head of steam.
All right, Bremen from the gun here. 3 receivers to the left. Drops back, wants to throw, steps up, and he's sacked.
Huge sack.
He's sacked back at the 25-yard line.
How many timeouts does Bremen have? I think they've got 1 left, Shane. Wait, 2 left. Excuse me, 2 left for Bremen. So that's going to take us probably under a minute left in the half for this ball snap. Big sack right there, Shane. And that was a good job in pass coverage by the Callaway secondary.
That was Nathan
Sapp on the sack.
This time they don't check at the line. Quarterback rolls to his left, throws a dart down to the 15, just a bit high.
He might be beating himself up a little bit. If he tucks that and runs, he picks up 10 yards right there, and they have a 3rd and 10 instead of a 3rd and 20.
All right, so 44 seconds to go, definitely in field goal range.
Yeah, that kid's got a leg, so.
3rd down and 17 from the 25 now.
Stay on sides, and if I'm Callaway too, the way these receivers have been blowing by us, might see us do some kind of bracket coverage and just let the DBs be about 5 yards off the line of scrimmage.
All right, so they're going to bring 14 in motion back across. He's going to be matched up with Quay Hines.
Quay's also not a favorable matchup for him in the height category.
All right, there's a snap. And this time we
call
tackle
a
the
timeout?
tailback down at the 25.
We're going to call a timeout?
And they're probably just going to let this go, call a
Yep.
timeout, and kick the field goal.
Yep. Yep. And we've already blocked one kick today on an extra point, Shane. Maybe we can squirt through, block it, and take it back to the house and regain this momentum.
Man, it's crazy to think they could actually take the lead right here if they
Because I feel like
hit this field goal.
you feel like you've outplayed them the whole game, at least on the offensive side of the football, but they haven't. We have to remember they've been incredible on offense themselves. It looks like the rain's coming, and especially for the second half, that might help slow down this Bremen passing attack.
All right, so with 1 second on the clock, Bremen calls a timeout. We'll take a quick timeout with them. This is Callaway Cavalier football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Are you just another truck owner that blends in with all the other truck owners? If the answer is yes, then it's time for you to head to Nissan of LaGrange. It is Take Home a Titan Truck Month. During this time, you have the opportunity to make a statement as a truck owner and take advantage of America's best truck warranty. The all-new Titan comes with a 5-year, 100,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty. This isn't some silly powertrain warranty. This is the real deal peace of mind that no other manufacturer is offering. So come see me, Richard Cates, at Nissan of LaGrange and stand out from the crowd.
Now back to the fields for Callaway Cavaliers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
All right, guys, back here live at Callaway Stadium. 1 second to go here before halftime. Bremen is lining up to kick a 42-yard field goal to try to take the lead here before halftime. 21-19 Cavs on top right now. And there's a snap. The kick
we blocked it
again.
We can take it back. We can return it.
And Freeman picks it up down around the goal line, makes one guy miss, gets out.
He's got
to
a
the
convoy.
10, gets out across the 30, and looking to get across midfield. He does. One man to beat, and it's the kicker, and he's knocked out of bounds. He's knocked out of bounds at the Bremen 40. No flags on the field.
Excellent job, and that's twice we've gotten through to block a kick, and you want to talk about grabbing momentum right back going into halftime. That's how you do it right there. So excellent job, and I thought we had a chance for the up back there, the deep man that we had to return the kick. I thought we had a chance for him to maybe pick that up earlier, but heck of a job by your quarterback picking that up and running it back all the way to the Bremen 35-yard line, Shane. Heck of a way to end the half.
All right, so Callaway maintains the lead 21-19 against the number 4 ranked Bremen Blue Devils here at the half. We'll take a full break. This is Callaway Cavalier football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Gotten your flu shot? Now is the time. Holmes Pharmacy is a place to get your flu shot. And if you have insurance, it could be free. So don't wait. Drive right up to Holmes Pharmacy and get your flu shot today at Commerce Avenue in LaGrange, inside the Piggly Wiggly at Lee's Crossing, and in Hamilton. And if your doctor feels you need a high-dose flu shot, Holmes Pharmacy has you covered.
Hi, I'm Perry Prather, pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy. We have your flu shot ready, so come see me or any of my fine staff at Holmes Pharmacy today.
Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's a step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results. because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships.
Hi, football fans. Jonathan Moose Map here from Glenn Smith in Opelika, Alabama. We love this time of year with all the excitement of football, and we also love that Glenn Smith can play a part in supporting high school sports. We support the team, the coaches, the band, the cheerleaders, and of course the families and the fans. At Glenn Smith, we're proud to be your local Chevrolet Buick and GMC dealer with over 500 new and used vehicles every day. Online 24/7 at glennsmith.com. That's Glenn Smith Chevrolet Buick GMC in Opelika. Get ready to smile.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics' well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com.
Now back to the field for Callaway Cavaliers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
21-19 the score here at the half. Your number 2 ranked Callaway Cavaliers on top of the number 4 ranked Bremen Blue Devils. And I tell you what, Andrew, gonna have to make some adjustments here.
Yes.
Against this passing attack of Bremen.
Yeah, I got it. And it's not been the deep ball. It's been the short dink and dunk stuff. And another thing, too, is just matching the physicality at the line of scrimmage. We've not done a good job.
Got to get off the field on third downs.
On third down. Yeah, we've given up 2 third and long conversions to Bremen. And hats off to Bremen when this game looked like it was 3rd and 11, 21-12. Callaway kind of feeling it right there. And, you know, Callaway gets a stop right there. It might be a 2-possession game going, a 28-12 lead going into the half.
And you see the Bremen band out on the field. Tell you what, they got a lot of people. A lot of people in that band, big band. I don't know if they're matching the heart of the South.
No, not. I don't think a whole lot of teams outside of maybe Spencer. Spencer always brings the band with them, but Opelika, the sound of the South. I don't think that'll be matched anywhere around here. Troops band's pretty big, but nowhere near the size of that Opelika marching band. But I don't know, some things that in the first half, Shane, I don't know about you, but I really feel like coming out in that second half, if we could go down and put a touchdown on the board, you go up 9 points, you go up another 2-possession game, and let your defense make some adjustments, maybe come out and get that stop. We had a stop early in this game on the field goal attempt, but I mean, like you said, third down, we just got to get off the field, and we got to be more disciplined, especially in that linebacker core in the pass coverage.
And I think we put the ball on the ground one time.
Yep.
Marcus did on the bubble screen. Looks like just trying to do a little too much right there, trying to get that extra yard, and that ball was knocked loose. But other than that, the offense has been. Couldn't ask for a lot more up front. They've done a phenomenal job opening up holes for Quay Hines and
Tank.
For Cartavius Bigsby.
Yeah. Tank, I believe, had a 57-yard touchdown and an 80-yard touchdown run. So
what's his average tonight?
So he's probably, I think, he's got to be at least 160 yards on the ground, and he's probably had I think he's probably had 10 carries total.
Probably averaging about 20-something a carry. That's not bad.
But the thing is what happened against Opelika? Kind of a similar feeling at the half, kind of a close ball game. Where did we go in the second half? We leaned on Tank. We started to get Tank going. We started establishing that offensive line and putting these craters in the middle of that Opelika defense. We'll see if we can do the same thing here in the second half to Bremen. We had a lot of success, Shane, running that ball out of that I formation.
All right, we've got about 14 minutes before we start the second half. 21-19 your score. Callaway on top of Bremen. Let's take a full break. This is Callaway Cavalier football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's the step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships.
It is Take Home a Titan Truck Month at Nissan of LaGrange. Hey guys, Richard Cates here, General Manager of Nissan of LaGrange. It is time for you to get away from the norm and into the new Nissan Titan. With America's best truck warranty at 5-year, 100,000-mile bumper to bumper, there is no reason not to be at Nissan of LaGrange right now. It's time for you to be a Titan. Come see me at Nissan of LaGrange, where all of our Titans are $10,000 off for Titan Truck Month. Nissan of LaGrange, your friendliest hometown dealer.
State Farm, Kathy here.
Hey, it's Mike. My team just pulled off the biggest upset ever.
Nice, Mike.
And some fans are getting crazy. They even flipped over a car.
Whoa.
Turns out it's my car, though.
Oh.
But I don't want to be upset right now. I want to know State Farm's going to take care of this, right?
We got you covered, Mike.
Yes! Woo!
Go with the one that's here to help life go right. State Farm.
Your State Farm agent is Matt Orr on the square in downtown LaGrange.
At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center, we believe teamwork makes all the difference in your health. We believe that skilled people can achieve higher standards and exceptional results. We believe in a game plan that's focused on patient safety and quality care. At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center in LaGrange, we believe in life well lived. To learn more about award-winning healthcare, visit wellstar.org/WGMC.
Now back to the field for Callaway Cavaliers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
All right, guys, back here live, Callaway Stadium. Callaway with a 21-19 lead over the Bremen Blue Devils at the half as the Bremen band is finishing up and the Cavalier band is getting set to take the field. Got about 13 minutes before we start the second half. And as we mentioned earlier in the game, Cartavius Bigsby with two incredible runs tonight, one from 56 and one from about 80. And he has been the do-it-all for the Cavaliers. Still defense trying to crack that code as the Bremen passing attack has converted on some big third downs. And they've got a receiver, Houston, number 14 for Bremen. The senior, Jason Houston, 6'5", about 220. And he can jump up and snatch the ball down. And looks like Bremen's just kind of trying to get him moved around in a favorable matchup for them against some of the smaller Cavalier DBs. That'll be something to keep an eye on here in the second half. Trying to get some scores around the area. Of course, LaGrange played last night, taking on Cedartown, and it was a defensive game as Cedartown beat LaGrange 9-6. But another great defensive performance for the Grangers. So with that being said, we got about 11 minutes now. We'll take a full break. This is Callaway Cavalier football on the Eagle Sports Network.
What do you see when you look at your home and your car? Do you see a bundle? A combo deal? That's how other insurance companies see them. But a State Farm agent sees so much more. Because a State Farm agent sees your home and your car as more than just four walls and four wheels. They see the things you've worked really hard for. So why not give them the protection they deserve?
Your State Farm agent is Matt Orr on the square in downtown LaGrange. There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team.
Emory Southern Orthopedics' well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com.
Hi, football fans. Jonathan Moose Map here from Glenn Smith in Opelika, Alabama. We love this time of year with all the excitement of football, and we also love that Glenn Smith can play a part in supporting high school sports. We support the team, the coaches, the band, the cheerleaders, and of course the families and the fans. At Glenn Smith, we're proud to be your local Chevrolet Buick and GMC dealer with over 500 new and used vehicles every day. Online 24/7 at glennsmith.com. That's Glenn Smith Chevrolet Buick GMC in Opelika. Get ready to smile.
Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's the step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships.
Now back to the fields for Callaway Cavaliers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
All right, guys, welcome back here live to Callaway Stadium. Cavalier Band getting set to perform here with about 10 minutes before we start the second half. Callaway will receive the football with a 2-point lead here. And Callaway Band getting set to start now. And they always put on a really good show here for the home crowd. Looks like a little rain starting to fall here at the stadium. Going to be tough on some of these instruments for the Cavalier Band. People starting to scatter around and cover stuff up here, but they're gonna perform in the rain here at halftime for the Cavalier crowd. And I guess we'll get Andrew back in here. We'll get a little college football talk going on. I always have to ask Andrew about the Georgia Bulldogs every week, see how they're doing, if they're still on the right path, trying to get to that Alabama. I got to ask you, Andrew, what do you think about the SEC East? What do you think about the SEC East?
I think it's the toughest division in all of sports. Just kidding. No, it's I honestly don't know.
So what was your impression about the a lot of people say going to be the number one pick of the draft, Drew Lock?
I thought he's a good quarterback. I mean, he lit Georgia up last year for about 254 TDs, but if I reckon right, we held him under 200 yards passing, no touchdowns and a pick. So I'd say if you could put that kind of defensive performance up against a quarterback like that, you'll be all right.
So who do you see challenging in the East?
Kentucky looks really good right now, and we got to go up there. So I mean, you're going to ask LSU probably a decade ago. A lot of crazy things happen when you go to Lexington, Kentucky for a big night game, and I think South Carolina's better than they're showing. Obviously, that game's out of the way, but I think Florida is going to surprise some people. I think Florida got a lot of confidence beating Tennessee.
You like them over Mississippi State this weekend?
That game's also in Starkville. That's weird. It's like Lexington. It's kind of a tough place to go play. Plus, Dan Mullen had a little extra motivation to win that game, but I see Mississippi State winning that football game, especially how they were dominated by Benny Snell and that Kentucky Wildcat offense up in Lexington, giving up. I think Benny scored, was it 3 or 4 TDs? Did he score all the touchdowns that night?
Benny for Heisman is what I heard.
Yeah, he's a legit tailback in this league for sure. So, and then there's no competition in the West. I mean, it's over.
Kelly Bryant leaves Clemson.
That's crazy.
Handing it over to Trevor Lawrence.
See, I understand where he's coming from, where Kelly Bryant's coming from, but man, you have an opportunity to stay, maybe a little 2-quarterback system, stay at Clemson, have a chance to win a national title with that defensive line. But
I mean, I honestly don't think that Clemson beats Texas A&M without Kelly Bryant.
I don't either, because of that added element. Because Trevor Lawrence, aka Sunshine, he he's an athlete, but he's not Kelly Bryant back in the pocket. So we'll see where Kelly goes. A lot of people speculate, but I think if Gus Malzahn needed a quarterback to run that running attack they have out of the shotgun, that's his man right there, is Kelly Bryant. So Stidham will be gone at the end of this year, and you can bring Bryant in, redshirt him this year, learn the system, and then off he goes.
I think the news broke today that Jalen Hurts will be redshirted. They're not planning on playing him anymore the rest of the year.
So who's that leave as the backup quarterback for the Tide?
That would be Alex will be the backup now.
You know what's crazy, though, about Jalen Hurts, and I'll say this, and I'm not an Alabama fan, but I just have this feeling, if something happened to Tua, God forbid, if he goes down, I could see Jalen Hurts burning that red shirt, even if it was the last game of the year against Auburn, come in and lead Alabama to victory.
Maybe if
he's just that kind of guy.
Maybe if Tua's helmet came off and he had to go off for a play.
not helmet. I'm talking if Tua rolls that ankle or does something to that magic arm of his. But I've just been really impressed with Jalen Hurts, man. I mean, how we have to think about it from our perspective. How would you feel if you were 26-2 as a starter?
I don't know. You
get yanked.
You can ask your guy next year.
So I think Fromm's done there's no controversy. I can tell you that right now. There might be next year though, but there ain't none right now. So, but I think Justin Fields he plays tomorrow. He's done. He can't redshirt, so he's not going anywhere. Well, then he'll have to sit out 2 years. So I think Justin Fields is in for the long run, and then obviously, Auburn down on the plains. They've got a game against Southern Miss. Rick Tez Parks, Southern Miss Eagles. Are they still the Golden Eagles?
Starting tailback for them?
Yep, number 8.
So he'll be out there with a lot to prove tomorrow. Probably have a lot of family and friends there, hometown crowd.
Isn't Alabama playing at like a preschool or something tomorrow?
Alabama is actually going to be playing against Coach Napier's brother.
Well, that'll be a big-time matchup for Coach Napier's brother, Billy, coming home, wide receivers coach for the Crimson Tide for a long time, and he's been around our program a good bit with recruiting and obviously being in town to visit. So the Napier family's been very good to the Cavaliers, I can tell you that right now. And I think isn't the other one back at Murray?
I think so. The younger one.
I think Kurt.
Yep. He stopped here with us for
he was here with
while.
us, and he went back home to Murray County, where their father. Was it Billy Napier, their father?
Bill,
yeah.
Legendary coach back there.
Yeah,
yep. No doubt about it.
He passed away. It was not too long ago, just a couple of years back. And he was just a very revered person with Murray County, and he's just. I don't think you could find anytime you brought up his name, everybody had nothing but good things to say about him, and. I tell you what, he impacted a lot of kids. So, and he raised some good sons. I can tell you that. Coach Napier, with me personally, having played for him, I mean, he's a fun guy, really energetic, and always trying to encourage us all to do the right thing and be the best athlete we can and the best student we can. So he did a great job as a coach and an even better job as a father too.
All right. Well, before we go to break here, I'm put you on the spot. I need a winner and a score. Ohio State, Penn State.
Penn State. At Penn State in the upset in Happy Valley.
Is that like a pick with your heart or like a pick
with my mind? Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Right. I think strange things happen in Happy Valley at night. Whiteout situation. Now, I could be totally wrong, but that's the direction I went in my pick 'em this morning was Penn State will upset Ohio State this weekend. Obviously, you disagree. So.
And then Georgia, Tennessee. I know you got Georgia big.
Yeah.
So
I will think.
You don't think
Georgia's
Jeremy Pruitt will have anything for the Georgia offense?
I mean, maybe in the first series.
Okay.
I don't think Georgia will cover. So 30,
31 and a half.
31 and a half. Florida had 6 turnovers. They had 6 turnovers against Florida last week. I mean, and that's a lot of reason why this game got away so quick. I see this game kind of being like a 35-7, maybe a 42-14 kind of game where the score will look bad, but I think Tennessee will play better, if that makes sense.
I just think about all those years that we actually, Alabama won a national championship and had to just play lights out and barely pull one out at Tennessee 2 or 3 times during those national championship runs.
Oh, yeah.
Cody. And they were never – it was never just a really good Tennessee team, but just something about them. You get them in a big game, and they tend to rise up. And, I don't think they're going to beat Georgia, but I think Pruitt is going to surprise some people defensively tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. This is one of those teams I think will get better as the year progresses. And then LSU is a strange team. They fire Les Miles, but they're still they're that team that they play really good defense and win really, really ugly football games, but they just keep winning. I mean, that's kind of who LSU is. They're going to run the football. They're going to pass just enough to keep you honest. They're going to play solid defense, and that's what Coach O's got rolling around. So
should be a good
go Tigers.
Should be an exciting second half of the season, college football. And here with the Cavaliers high school football. Next week, Callaway heads.
Next week. Man, I'm trying to think about this second half. Shane's got me thinking about next week. I'll tell you who the Cavs got.
I'm putting too much on you, man. I'm sorry.
No, it's all good, man.
We've got about 1 minute till we start the second half. We'll go ahead and take a full break. When we come back, we'll have the second half of the Callaway Cavaliers and the Bremen Blue Devils. This is Callaway Cavalier football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Hey, it's T-O-double-D, Todd Parrish with Keeler Grange. The playbook of savings is set, and we are gearing up for a great season. We have touchdown deals you don't want to miss out on. Get ready to tailgate in your brand new 2019 Kia Sorrento LX for only $24,988. Stop by and meet the All-Star Savings Team at 1217 Lafayette Parkway in LaGrange, or view our complete inventory online at KeelerGrange.com. Help support your local economy.
Stop number 110917. Price plus tax, second title. See Key of LaGrange for complete details.
Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's a step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results, because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships.
At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center, we believe teamwork makes all the difference in your health. We believe that skilled people can achieve higher standards and exceptional results. We believe in a game plan that's focused on patient safety and quality care. At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center in LaGrange, we believe in life well lived. To learn more about award-winning healthcare, visit wellstar.org/WGMC.
Have you gotten your flu shot? Now is the time. Holmes Pharmacy is the place to get your flu shot. And if you have insurance, it could be free. So don't wait. Drive right up to Holmes Pharmacy and get your flu shot today at Commerce Avenue in LaGrange, inside the Piggly Wiggly at Lee's Crossing, and in Hamilton. And if your doctor feels you need a high-dose flu shot, Holmes Pharmacy has you covered.
Hi, I'm Perry Prather, pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy. We have your flu shot ready, so come see me or any of my fine staff at Holmes Pharmacy today.
Now back to the field for Callaway Cavaliers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
All right, on the kickoff to open the second half, Jacob Freeman catches the ball around the 10 and gets up to the 34-yard line. And on the first play, here's a give to Cartavius Bigsby. Makes the guy miss at the 40 and is pushed out of bounds at the 50.
I believe we had him at around 170 yards rushing at the half with 2 touchdowns, and that's another about 15 yards on the carry. He's approaching 200 yards, Shane, on the night. So Cartavius has definitely come to play today, and offensive line has done an awesome job of paving the way for him.
All right, here's the give to Cartavius right up the gut again. He gets about 6 yards.
just ride them too, because it's just like we did in the Opelika game. Now, we weren't under center. We did it from the shotgun, but I kind of like it just coming out, and that's kind of who we are. That's who Callaway is, I formation and running the football, and 2 plays and 2 big carries for Cartavius.
Yeah, Bremen not very big there in the middle.
Very disciplined, though, and they're not afraid to stick their nose in there, that's for sure.
All right, here's a 2nd down and 6 here. Here's a snap. Jacob fakes it, wants to throw. Look, and he's got a man.
He had a man wide open.
And he's got Cartavius on a little wheel route over here. And Cartavius gets down to the 15.
T-Bonner was so open.
When they go back and watch the film, it was there. All you got to do is lay it up there.
T-Bonner could have walked backwards into the end zone right there, man. I tell you what. But heck of a job. Nice touch right there.
Good to see Freeman working through the progressions there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, earlier in the year, that might have been bailout, maybe trying to make something happen with his legs, but he extends the play with his legs, able to pick up a big 1st down.
All right, Quay in at tailback. He takes it right up the middle of the field, stays on his feet, keeps him moving, gets up to around the 13-yard line.
It's about a 4-yard pickup on the play, but back to that pass right there, heck of a job of rolling to his left, his non-throwing side, and able to just put a little touch on that down to Cartavius. And Cartavius, one broken tackle away from making that a touchdown.
All right, 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Again, Freeman from the gun takes a snap option to the right. He's just going to keep it.
I tell you what, outstanding job.
He might have lost a yard, Andrew.
That hole, it looked like he could have ran into the end zone right there. And I think if he would have just, it was obviously an option play. You got to read it, have your chance. But, man, if he hits the Jets right there, he might have been able to score a touchdown. He had a massive hole right there. And if Bremen can stop us here on 3rd down, how big was that tackle? And that and not hitting T-Bonner on that play action, too, if they're able to stop us right here.
All right, 3rd down and 8 now. Callaway breaks with about 14 on the play clock. Back in the eye, single receiver left. Freeman takes it, tosses it to Cartavius off the left side. Cartavius trying to get outside. Gets down to around the 10-yard line.
He didn't pick it up. I think he's about 4 yards short of the 1st down.
Looks like Coach Wiggins is going to go right here.
Yeah, big decision right here, 4th and 5.
Now he'll send the field goal that team out. With a 2-point lead right here. Here comes Hunter in. Looks like it'll be a 24-yard field goal.
Yeah, about 24 yards. We'll see if we can't sneak this one in right here, too. Hopefully Bremen doesn't get in on the act of the blocks.
There's a snap, the hold, the kick. It is
good.
So a big kick there by Hunter Williamson. A 24-yard field goal gives Callaway a 24-19 lead over the number 4 ranked Bremen Blue Devils. With 9:26 to go here in the 3rd quarter. We'll take a break. This is Callaway Cavalier football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Have you gotten your flu shot? Now is the time. Holmes Pharmacy is the place to get your flu shot. And if you have insurance, it could be free. So don't wait. Drive right up to Holmes Pharmacy and get your flu shot today at Commerce Avenue in LaGrange, inside the Piggly Wiggly at Lee's Crossing, and in Hamilton. And if your doctor feels you need a high-dose flu shot, Holmes Pharmacy has you covered.
Hi, I'm Perry Prather, pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy. We have your flu shot ready, so come see me or any of my fine staff at Holmes Pharmacy today.
Now back to the fields for Callaway Cavaliers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
All right, Hunter's kick takes number 8 into the end zone right there for a touchback. Got him about 1 yard deep in the end zone, just enough for a touchback, and that's huge.
Oh, yeah. And it makes them, forces them to drive the field. Now, granted, they've done an amazing job of driving the field and putting 6 on the board, but let's see if Callaway comes out, and we always talk about this in our broadcast, Shane. Coach Hubbard is the master of the halftime adjustment.
All right, here comes Bremen to the line now. Same thing, around 18 on the play clock. They'll check here. And here you see an adjustment already. Callaway sending number 15, Sadarian Shealy, over to cover number 14.
Still
there's a snap. Quarterback's going to keep it right up the middle of the
huge
field.
hole.
Quay Hines makes the tackle at the 25-yard line.
They do a good job of adjusting and running where our guys aren't. I mean, that's just a heck of a job adjusting. And you almost wonder if Callaway just come to the line and just not get set. Almost just kind of let them look and then.
Like Auburn did it a couple of times last year. I saw them doing that.
Because look, they don't ever run on first read.
We played somebody else that did that in the playoffs last year.
Wasn't Brooks County, I don't think.
No, it was a team we beat.
Maybe it was Douglas.
There's a snap, give to the tailback,
Big
and he's
negative
wrapped
play.
up in the backfield, and that's Telly Fannin right there, I think.
And that's what you need
right
there.
That's Telly.
Yeah, so third, and we'll call it a long 6 right here for Bremen. Heck of a job by Telly. But, man, this is where we talked about at the halftime, Shane, is getting off the field on third down. It's like midway through the first quarter. Troop and Sandy Creek are tied at 7 apiece.
All right, here comes Bremen. They'll check here with about 8-10. Boy, I tell you, they're like a machine.
Oh, yeah, I mean, there's a check with me every time. See, if I was Callaway, I'd almost just kind of be set, but not really be set, and just do maybe last
Option
minute.
to the right side.
No one stays at home.
And they give it
Got
to
a hold out
5.
here. Yeah, that's coming back. That is coming back. We have a block in the back. Wide receiver on the right side.
He got up to the 35, pushed out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play.
So, and it's the same problem we had against Troop, those wide receivers out there on an island, and it's easy to catch that hold right there. I think this will be the first flag of. I thought it happened a little earlier than the 30-yard line, Shane. I thought it would happen maybe around the 25.
So this is going to back them up to the 19.
So 3rd and 11 right here. They've been in 3rd and 11 before and converted right here. And don't be shocked if they run a flood to that far side of the field where he's got a lot of room, Shane.
2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Houston, the big tall receiver, the inside receiver on the left side, matched up against Dre Towns.
Got Tanks playing corner.
They just give it to the tailback, and
there's a stop. There's the stop we needed.
So Bremen going to have to punt here with 7:20 to go in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, punt team Quay Hines will go deep as the deep back for the Cavaliers. And Shane, if we can somehow punch this in, this game will feel a lot different. It's about
Quay standing around the 37.
We are already halfway through the 3rd quarter. It's an interesting punt formation right there.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's a snap. Wow.
Fair catch it.
What a punt. Taken at the 25 by Quay. He gets up to the 37. Good job right there by Quay Hines, and a good punt.
Excellent kick. That kid's going to be kicking on Saturday somewhere, man. Is that also the field goal kicker?
It is.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Heck of a kick right there. A lot of hang time, too. So Callaway will take over at their own, looks like 38-yard line. So I wouldn't be upset if we had about a 6-minute TD drive right here, Shane. Looks like Demetrius Coleman is going to enter the game at the quarterback position.
All right, Demetrius comes in.
Hobbled.
Jacob Freeman will be split out.
No one's out there
with
Jacob. Go ahead and snap it. Man.
Demetrius under center. And a false start against the Cavalier offense.
Yeah, new quarterback, new cadence. It's not on the same page. I think they may be trying to rush. Like I said, there was no one out there on Jacob Freeman. So let's see if we can't pick up the 5 yards back and maybe a few more to make it a little bit better second down. So I saw Quay Hines go to the bench a little nicked up. It looks like he's getting worked on by the training staff down there.
All right, again, Coleman under center. And
Another false
again,
start.
we moved. And that looked like Keandre right there.
Yep. Looks like we're going to have another false start. And, man, this is not how you want to start a drive. And it seems like for the Cavaliers, too, when those penalties start piling up on the drives, man, it just seems to be just snowball after that. This might be on Bremen, though, Shane.
And what they're saying is he's calling out the cadence.
Yep. Is that a personal foul or is that just let's see what the call is. Yep, unsportsmanlike penalty against Bremen, and that'll be enough yards for the first down for the Cavaliers, I believe, Shane.
It's going to bring the ball up.
Yeah, bring up to the 48-yard line of Bremen and a first down for the Cavaliers. And we just got out of that, man. I tell you what, that might be explained why our offensive line was jumping right there. And I can only laugh at that, though, because, that's
pretty bold strategy there.
Cotton. So we'll see what the Cavaliers decide to do. Looks like the Bremen coaching staff doesn't like that, but number 12 didn't argue. Can't call out the snap cadence when you're on defense, but I like the strategy though.
Yeah, you typically don't see Keandre Jones.
I don't think I've seen him jump once this season. Maybe even last season too, but.
So the officials have went back together, and it looks like with 6:28 to go here in the third quarter, Cavaliers with a 24-19 lead over the Bremen Blue Devils. Looks like they're going to move the ball back, which now they're going to have to bring.
It's a 15-yard penalty, though, is it not? They're 5 yards short. Yeah, that should be an automatic first down.
Well, they're calling an automatic first down.
I think they marked off. They're supposed to. Okay, I'm confused, but. So the Cavaliers will have the ball on their own 45-yard line. So, but where are the. If it's a 15-yard penalty, we should be at the 50.
All right, looks like everybody's satisfied. And Demetrius goes under center, takes a snap, gives it to Cartavius. Cartavius is bottled up after about a 2-yard gain. They're actually going to give him 3 on the play.
Yeah, big progress. It took the entire Bremen football team to tackle Cartavius Bigsby right there. So,
and they were excited about it.
If you hear a little cheering, they're excited because it took 11 guys to bring down number 4. So, but man, I tell you what, especially with field position like this, Shane, you want to see it. You got to put it in the end zone here.
All right, again, Demetrius works under center. This time, Quay Hines in at tailback.
He's false start on Quay.
And there's a reverse pass. Jacob wants to throw it. Now he's just going to try to get what he can. Gets back to the original line.
Man, I tell you what, right there, we're lucky we didn't have a false start called against the Cavaliers. I thought Quay had gotten a little head start right there, but good job by Bremen blowing up. That's the famous double pass.
Nathan Sapp was just running down the middle of the field.
Wide open again. Big play in this football game right here. 5:16 left in the third quarter. It's still one possession game. Got to have a big-time conversion right here. Man-to-man coverage at the near side with Jacob Freeman.
There's a snap. Demetrius drops back, wants to throw, steps up, looking, lets it go. And he's looking for Jacob Freeman down the left side, throws it out of bounds.
And he had really nowhere to go with that. The man in his face, good job of just getting rid of that football. But, man,
Cavs forced to punt here with 4:57 to go in the third quarter.
So Bremen finally gets a stop of their own after the Cavaliers do the same. So it's back to being a one-possession ball game.
And number 6 back deep for Bremen. And he gets it off a nice high spiral, bounces out of bounds at the 21-yard line. So with a 24-19 score, we'll take a quick break. This is Callaway Cavalier football on the Eagle Sports Network.
At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center, we believe teamwork makes all the difference in your health. We believe that skilled people can achieve higher standards and exceptional results. We believe in a game plan that's focused on patient safety and quality care. At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center in LaGrange, we believe in life well lived. To learn more about award-winning healthcare, visit wellstar.org/WGMC.
Now back to the field for Callaway Cavaliers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
All right, on the first down play for Bremen, tailback gets about 11 yards up to the 34-yard line.
That was
just off the right side.
For Bremen, brought
That's
down by
Dobson.
Shadarian Sheely. Yeah, Dobson on the carry for Bremen. Man.
2 receivers left. And again, you've got Jalen Shepard matched up out there by himself with number 14. Not sure.
Yeah, Jason Houston, the 6'5 senior at wide receiver.
There's a snap, give to the tailback,
Oh.
and we missed the tackle.
We had him
in the backfield, and he gets loose out to the 40, inside the 40, down to the 34.
Oh, that can't. Did they really call?
They're going to add 15 to it for Shadarian Sheely.
I don't like that call. That's a little ticky-tack for my liking right there. He made contact with him in the field of play, and the play just went out of bounds, and that was a love tap right there. So, man.
So that is going to put the ball down around the 19-yard line.
I'll tell you what, too, Shane, is Callaway hasn't trailed this whole ball game, but one touchdown, and Bremen will have the lead. Man, I don't like that personal foul call right there. That was a little ticky-tack right there. I wonder if that's what they're talking about here.
Tyreek Andrews had him in the backfield, just could not keep a hold of that leg.
Could have had a no gain, maybe 1 yard loss, and ends up turning into about a 30-yard run.
I mean, that's just how explosive that tailback is. A lot like some of the tailbacks we got. You get a chance to get those guys down in the backfield, you better do it.
It's a long conversation. The officiating crew, we'll see what they're. A lot of conversation going on. Yeah, it looks like they're going to flag us for the personal foul, Shane. I think it's going to hold up. Still talking about it. Refs about the 35-yard line. They got 4 of them together. Looks like the line judge is now coming in. I don't know what they could be discussing except the fact of possibly waving this flag off. To me, it looked like he made contact in the field of play and drove him out of bounds. And because he landed, the Bremen ball carrier landed out of bounds, they threw a flag.
Could there be a hold down there somewhere?
I'm not sure. Looks like the Callaway defense is going to use this to get some water and a little bit of coaching from Pete Wiggins. But man, what they're really holding this game up. What could they be discussing? Still talking. Let's see what the call is.
They're going to mark that off.
They called both penalties on Bremen.
Now they're going to add. Now he's going to walk back the other way. So it's going to be first down and 10.
The Callaway 29.
From the 29.
Well, that's better than the 19, but I tell you what. I mean, hats off to him for getting the call right, but, man, that was a long conference. Looks like we got number 13, Antonez Blunt, checking in on the defense, playing corner for the Cavaliers.
All right, 2 receivers left. And here's the check at the line with about 18 on the play clock.
And the way they're running that football, I wouldn't be shocked if they run it to that H-back side again.
There's a snap, give to the tailback off the left side.
Oh,
and
man.
we miss them at the 25.
Big hit at the 20-yard line.
And then we tackle them at around the 20.
Tell you what,
looks like that's going to be enough for a Bremen first down.
What they're trying, and what I've noticed with Bremen, they're lining their wide receivers way out wide. It's kind of like what Missouri likes to do sometimes. They're trying to create a huge gap right there where you force the corners to basically where the corners can't help in the run game right there, and it's just a numbers game at that point. Good game plan by Bremen.
All right, actually 2nd down and 1 here.
Back with another check with me.
Man, this could be a shot where this could be a spot where they take a shot right here.
And they're going to give 14 a little cushion right there. He's on the near side.
There's a snap, give to the tailback off the
Big
left side.
Big play in the backfield, Telly Fanning. Man, I thought he lost a little more than that. There we go. It's about a 3-yard loss on the play, Shane. Set up a 3rd and 4, and I tell you what, this might be the play of the ball game up to this point right here. Got a mass substitution.
Tell you, that was a heck of a play call there by Coach Hubbard to send Telly
on that back
on
side.
the backside.
Yep, absolutely. Got to stay on sides, Callaway. Stay on sides. I tell you what, one of these days, Bremen's going to run a play right out of the huddle, and it's going to shock us on defense.
Well, you got Cartavius down here jamming 14 at the line. The quarterback keeps it and gets a first down.
I tell you what, they don't get huge chunks of yards, but they seem to just get just enough. Every time they run the ball, they get just enough, and we're just not able to get in the backfield and get any penetration on most of this game. And Bremen converts another 3rd down, Shane.
So first down from the Callaway 17 with 2:10 to go here.
Cartavius lined up in that slot corner position right there, Shane. Looks like Marcus Moorman matched up man-to-man with number 14 for Bremen.
There's a snap, give to the tailback.
Man.
We hit him in the backfield again, but he keeps his feet moving. He gets about 5, maybe 6 on the play, Andrew.
Do you know who he reminds me of? That Opelika tailback, Branton Barnett. Really short kid, legs just start churning, and it feels like you stopped him for about 2 yards, but he's really about 4 or 5 yards downfield. So 2nd and 5, minute and a half left in the 3rd quarter. Got to have a stop.
Tell you what, you've got Cartavius in at corner. You've got Jacob Freeman in at safety.
Yep. Just hope no one gets hurt.
And you got Quay Hines in. There's a snap. Again, give to the tailback.
Sets up another 3rd down.
Another 3rd down and about 3 right here.
That seems to be where they want to be, third and medium. And I mean that's obvious that hot take right there. The offense trying to get to a 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, but man, they've had a lot of success with that quarterback run. Look at the principal of Callaway down there getting this crowd fired up. Let's see if it helps this 3rd down. Do you bring pressure right here, Shane? Do you risk it? I mean, you leave yourself open to pass. I don't know. I might bring some guys here.
Bring Telly on the backside. There's a snap, give to the tailback.
Oh, my God, we had him. We had him in the backfield, and that is another first down conversion on 3rd down by this Bremen team. And they are not getting chunk yardage. They're getting 5, 6, 7 yards every play. And we've had multiple times this game where we've gotten 5 in the backfield and he's just squirted through.
That would have been a good. That would have been a good one to send Telly on that backside.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, sets up first down and goal here from the 5-yard line.
About 20 seconds left.
So they're not going to be able to do what they typically do right here if they want to get this play off.
10 seconds.
Callaway got to be careful right here not to jump off sides.
I think they'd like to take this to the fourth quarter and bleed a little clock of that.
2, 1. They get the snap off. Tailback is hit by Telly
Got to
Fannin.
wrap up.
And Telly's trying to get that football. Great job right there. Tell you what, Telly Fannin, he came to play. Uh-oh.
I'll tell you what, this Callaway defense, man, if you needed a goal line stand right here, look at Coach Wiggins out there pleading, telling his guys, hey, we're still in this. And it's a weird kind of game where it feels like we've been trailing the whole game, but it's just we've been trying to protect this lead.
All right, 24-19 after 3. We'll take a quick break. This is Callaway Cavalier football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Are you just another truck owner that blends in with all the other truck owners? If the answer is yes, then it's time for you to head to Nissan of LaGrange. It is Take Home a Titan Truck Month. During this time, you have the opportunity to make a statement as a truck owner and take advantage of America's best truck warranty. The all-new Titan comes with a 5-year, 100,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty. This isn't some silly powertrain warranty. This is the real deal peace of mind that no other manufacturer is offering. So come see me, Richard Cates, at Nissan of LaGrange and stand out from the crowd.
Now back to the field for Callaway Cavaliers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
All right, start of the fourth quarter here. 24-19, Callaway with the lead. But Bremen with the football on the 6-yard line. Second down and goal, Andrew.
And, man, Bremen has shown that they like to run the football down here, Shane. I don't know if you just risk it right here and just start bringing some run blitzes. Looks like Troop all over Sandy Creek. I think it was that second quarter, 21-7 Tigers on top right now. That Troop offense is just, you can't really contain it. You just got to hope that you can get into a shootout with those guys.
All right, 2 receivers right. Tailback split out to the left.
I'd bring pressure right here.
And they're going to check about 13 on the play clock. A lot of room out there on the right side. They fake the jet.
Huge hole.
Give
He's
it to
going
the
to score.
tailback.
Bremen has taken the lead.
And he gets in for the touchdown. 25-24 your score. And it looks like Bremen going to go for 2 right here.
And we've had no answer for the run, and that's kind of concerning on defense. I mean, and their touchdowns late that they've had, I mean, the ball carry hasn't been touched till he's crossed the goal line. I mean, it's just been incredible blocking by this offensive line for Bremen. So Bremen on top, 25-24, pending the 2-point play. So this will be huge if the Cavaliers can
all right,
stop
Bremen
it
to
here.
the line. And even here, they're going to check here and get the play call in. So they're going to throw it up to 14 over here in the corner.
They're going to get him for a delay of game. There we go. That's huge. Or does this help you give a little more room for number 14 to go up and make a play right here, Shane? See what they decide to do. Looks like they're still going to go for it. I mean, you almost have to right here because the field goal beats you either way. I mean, you got to go for it right here, but a lot of room to work with for that number 14 for Bremen. 6'5", 210-pound target, Jason Houston.
There's a snap.
Is that?
And
Wow.
He throws a bullet, but he throws
He
it
was
low.
He was open, but that was an incredible push off right there by you. I mean, I don't mind a little nudge, but man, he just went out and just pushed our DB down, and thankfully the pass was.
All right, we've got a 2-point game, or we've got a 1-point game here with 11:55 to go here in the fourth quarter. Cavaliers need to eat some clock and score a touchdown here, Andrew.
Man, you got to, man. You know, Coach Wiggins, I want a touchdown, and you might want to go ahead and go for 2 as well to make this a 7-point game.
Let's see if the kicker can leave one a little short. Give Quay or Jacob or Cartavius an opportunity to return right here.
And we got to get it. We got to get it together on offense.
I mean, they've got another kicker standing right there in the middle, so you got to think that now you really only got 9 people that, you know, have a legit shot at tackling you. Not going to return that one.
Nope. What a kick.
Out of the back of the end zone.
Kinda
So with
reminds us-
11:55 to go here in the game, the Cavalier offense will take over at their own 20, trailing by 1 point, Andrew.
One play TD drive right here. Man, I tell you what, you need to give your defense a break right here, man. I mean, Bremen, it's like we talked about. They're not trying to get 20, 30 yards every time they touch the ball. They're 6, 7 yards every time, and it's just been incredible job of keeping this Callaway offense off the field.
All right, Freeman in, empty. And they give to Cartavius. Cartavius got some room, makes a cut across the 30.
Gone. They're not
out
catching
across
him.
the 40, the
Called
50, down to the 30, the 20, 10, dives into the end zone for a Cavalier touchdown.
Called
Another 80-yard run for Cartavius Bigsby.
I called it.
And that defense did not get the break they wanted, Andrew.
No, they didn't, but maybe I should stop talking about 1 yard, 1 play touchdown drive. That's the second time, and when I saw Tank cut back against the grade, I was like, nope, they're not catching him. So.
And you've got some of the extra point team ran out on the field.
So, yeah, you got to go for 2. Do you run that play you scored the touchdown on earlier where you bring Mormon in motion to try to set up a natural pitch?
Now, is it not your choice to where you want the ball to sit?
I think it is your choice.
So
Look, we got Mormon in the slot, Shane.
You could move it to the left hash if you want to.
You could.
Oh, you got Quay Hines in at tailback.
Yeah, here it comes.
And they're going to throw the ball. Jacob Freeman moves around. Now he's going to keep it. And he is tackled.
Freeman did a good job of reading that play.
At the 12-yard line.
2-point conversion is no good. However, the Callaway Cavaliers are on top.
Tempers flaring down there. But Callaway takes a lead 30-25 with 11:39 to go here in the game. We'll take a break with them. This is Callaway Cavalier football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's the step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at Remax Results because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships.
Now back to the field for Callaway Cavaliers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
All right, Hunter Williamson getting set here to kick off after another explosive run by Cartavius Bigsby. Another 80-yard run. There's the sky kick to the 30, and I thought he
did he not call a fair
called
catch?
a fair catch. And there's
there's
the flags.
Yeah, he thought he clearly.
And that is unsportsmanlike also, right?
I don't think they're calling him for that. I think they're calling him for a hold, which would be fine. And either way, it's going to back him up. But, man, 11:32 in the way that Bremen likes to move the football, Shane. I mean, with 6:30 left in the third quarter, Bremen
to score again.
I think Bremen wants to put that ball in the end zone with about 6 minutes left in this game. And it looks like R.J. Williams still hobbled a little bit. Let's see what the call on the field is.
We have 2 live ball penalties. Face mask.
What?
Defense, blocking the back. Offense, no things offset.
Where was the face mask?
All right, so they're going to set the ball at the Bremen 41.
That's incredible. Interesting. So Bremen within really good field position. 11:32 left in the fourth. Callaway clinging to a 30-25 lead.
There's a snap, give to the tailback off the right side. And he got about 6 yards.
And he ran right past 2 or 3 defenders on that right side who had a chance to stop that play for maybe a 2-yard pickup. Instead, it's a 5-yard carry. But we also have to understand a little bit, too, that this defense has been on the field a long time in the second half, Shane.
All right, 2nd down and 5 now from the Bremen 46. See if Callaway can get a turnover here.
Turnover, pick 6. We've had 5 defensive touchdowns this season. And look at Bremen checks, and Callaway does the same. The chess match continues.
There's a counter underneath number 2. Telly wraps him up at the line.
He only picked up maybe 1 yard.
And they do give him a yard right there. Brings up 3rd down and about 4, Andrew.
They're on schedule for where they want to be. Now, what have they done on 3rd down tonight?
Now, I wonder
Quarterback
if
power.
Tyreek Dobbs and the Tyran Dobbs, are they kin?
Probably asked their
both
player.
of them tailbacks.
Are they both seniors?
Both seniors.
They might be twins or cousins.
Could be.
So, and then we got Marcus Mormon man-to-man down here with Jason Houston of Bremen. But, I mean, this is 3rd and 4, Shane. This is where they've ran that quarterback and that running back for success, just picking up just enough for a 1st down. But I think this is 2-down territory for Bremen.
There's a snap.
Yep,
quarterback keeps it. And he just lowers his head.
They run that play every time on 3rd down. And it's just, they've done an incredible job of executing. You just cannot get off the field on 3rd down. And that's been the story of this game.
All right, so Bremen with a new set of downs here with 9:40 to go here in the game. Trailing by 5 to the Cavaliers.
Tank matched up right now.
And Coach Wiggins and the Cavaliers are going to take a timeout. We'll take one with them. 9:36 to go in the game. Callaway 30, Bremen 25. This is Callaway Cavalier football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Hi, football fans. Jonathan Moose Map here from Glenn Smith in Opelika, Alabama. We love this time of year with all the excitement of football. We also love that Glenn Smith can play a part in supporting high school sports. We support the team, the coaches, the band, the cheerleaders, and of course the families and the fans. At Glenn Smith, we're proud to be your local Chevrolet Buick and GMC dealer with over 500 new and used vehicles every day. Online 24/7 at glennsmith.com. That's Glenn Smith Chevrolet Buick GMC in Opelika. Get ready to smile.
Now back to the field for Callaway Cavaliers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
All right, back here live at Callaway Stadium. Bremen with a new set of downs here from the Callaway 43-yard line. Callaway defense got to try to find a way to get a stop here, Andrew.
You got to, man. It's 1st and 10, and Bremen's doing exactly what they want. About 9:36 left in the fourth, and they'd love to be able to punch this in with about 6 minutes left in this game.
They fake the jet, give it to the tailback.
That's exactly what you need.
Until he gets him in the backfield.
I think he may have lost half a yard.
Maybe lost one there, Andrew.
Yeah. That's what you need right there. And I tell you what, they're starting to bring in the beef in the middle of that line for the Cavaliers. Number 52, Keyshawn Cameron, offensive lineman for the Cavaliers, checking into that defensive tackle position. So Callaway's trying to plug these holes that Bremen's been running through. Wouldn't be shocked to see another quarterback run right here.
All right, 8:57 to go.
Look how far out this guy's getting, this wide receiver on the near side.
Option to the right, and quarterback
That's
keeps
exactly what we needed right there.
And he lost another yard right there. Going to bring up 3rd down and about 12, Andrew.
3rd and 12, but we've been here before, Shane. We have got to get off the field on 3rd down. Cover the wide receivers. Right here in this position, what have they done, Shane? They've gone seam route on the inside, and they've also thrown the ball to the running back on the outside as well. So
you might just see him throw one up here to 14.
Trying to get 14, maybe trying to get a PI call or just let him go up and make a play. I mean, he's the biggest guy on the field tonight. Looks like he's going to be matched up with Marcus Mormon on the far side of the field.
And looks like Coach Wiggins going to have to use another timeout. Somebody's not happy with something down there.
Yeah, don't normally see a whole lot of emotion out of Coach Wiggins, but boy, he was hot about something.
Well, this is a huge play in this game right here.
Absolutely.
8:08 to go.
This might decide the game. So let's hope the Cavaliers can get a stop and force a 4th and long.
Not only a stop here, but you don't even want it to be 4th and 3, 4th and 4.
Yeah. You want to take that quarterback sneak out of it right here.
And that's what I don't know. Where's Telly been on the quarterback keeper?
Well, he's on the. I think what they're doing is seeing where he lines up, and they're running to the opposite side. You've noticed they've gone to the left a lot with their quarterback power, and Telly lines up on the left side of the defense, which is the right side of the offense. So I think they're seeing where Telly lines up, and wherever he is, they're going the opposite direction. It's what they used to do against Reuben Foster at Troop. When he'd line up, when he played at Troop, they'd line up whatever side he was on. We're going the other way.
All right, 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. This could be where you don't see him check, and they don't. There's a snap. They throw it up to 14, back shoulder.
Oh, good pass breakup by Marcus Mormon. Marcus Mormon. He went up and caught that football, and Mormon came down and slapped it away. Excellent coverage right there by Marcus Mormon, and that. I'm going to tell you something, that 95-yard pick 6 was nice against Opelika, but that might have been the biggest play he's made all season.
Great job right there by Marcus. The receiver actually caught the ball while they were in the air, but on the way down, Marcus was able to get his hand lodged in there and knock that football out.
You got to score a touchdown right here, Shane. If you score a touchdown here, you can pretty much call this one over, but man, this Bremen team has been resilient tonight. Every time their back's been against the wall.
There's the snap.
I just get away from this.
Wow, nice tight spiral, and goes
smart
into
play.
the end zone. So your Cavalier offense will come out to the 20-yard line with a 7:54 to go here in the game and a 5-point lead. Good job right there by the Cavalier defense. When they had to get off, they got off, Andrew.
Oh, yeah, they made the play, and that's what we were talking about in the first half with possibly matching up Marcus Mormon on that side, and it turned out it paid off.
All right, here comes Freeman under center, Cartavius in at tailback. There's a snap. Give Cartavius right up the middle. This time they get him after about a 2-yard gain.
It's all right. 7:41.
Clock continues to roll.
You want this clock ticking, man.
Bremen still with 3 timeouts.
Yep.
2nd down and 8 now. Ball on the Callaway 22. Callaway breaks with about 20 on the play clock.
They might have a little room in the middle of that line.
Snap, give to Cartavius.
Yep.
Cartavius runs over somebody around the 30.
That was Quay Hines right there.
Was that Quay?
Quay Hines just ran a man over.
Quay gets up to the 35-yard line.
Big first down for the Cavaliers. Check out this replay, Shane. What a run. What a physical way to finish. Golly. I love how Quay Hines finishes runs, man. He's got that low pad level. So 7:02 left in the game, Shane. Callaway on top 30-25 over Bremen.
There's a snap. Again, he give to Quay. He lowers his shoulder. This time he gets up to around the 43.
He just explodes to that hole right there. And I feel like he hits that hole with the intention of taking it to the house every time he gets the handoff. And I like to see Callaway leaning on that offensive line, Shane.
Brings up a 2nd down and 3 here. You got to start thinking Bremen's going to probably
start sending some people.
Send some pressure here, and you know the middle could open up, and we could bust another long run.
You toss it here?
Freeman with the keeper this time.
He picks
gets
up the
enough
first
for
down.
a first down. Stays on his feet.
Wow.
Gets across
Crosses the
midfield.
50.
Gets into the Bremen territory up to the 48 is where they're going to mark him.
Oh, my God. So Jacob.
A celebration.
Jacob excited that he makes a play. And I guess you can't do that. In GHSA, he made the first down sign, and that's going to cost his team 15 yards. Still a first down, but still, that's a big 15-yard penalty right there. Got to keep your composure. It's what we talked about in the pregame. That's I kind of hate how they've taken the emotion out of football games, though. So that's still 1st and 10, correct?
Still be first. Well, it won't be 1st and 10.
It shouldn't be a 1st and 20.
It was 2nd down and 3.
Yeah, it should be 1st and 10 for the Cavaliers.
First and 10 down from the 36.
Yeah, it's 1st and 10. There we go. A costly penalty. Instead of the Cavaliers being 1st and 10 on the Bremen 48-yard line, now it's 1st and 10 at the Callaway 38. So big penalty right there. Got to keep our composure. 6 minutes left here in this 4th quarter. Still want to lean on that run game right here, Shane?
Lean on the run game. Run the clock. All right, Freeman under center. Takes a snap. Gives the Cartavius right up the middle of the field.
He almost picked up.
And he got about.
Don't make a symbol.
He got about 9 yards. Bring up 2nd down and 1.
I thought he was about to make the first down sign again. I was like, please don't do that. That looks like it might be enough for a first down. Close. They might bring the chains out for a measurement.
So with 5:52 to go.
They're going to bring a measurement out, Shane.
They are going to bring the chains out to measure here. While they do this, we'll take a quick break. This is Callaway Cavalier football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's the step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships.
Now back to the field for Callaway Cavaliers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
All right, and that is going to be enough for a Cavalier first down. So with 5:52 to go, Callaway with a 5-point lead. They pick up another first down.
Much needed first down, Shane. Much needed. I'll tell you what, I'm telling you, I'm not changing the play call. I'm still leaning on my O-line right here. I got Keandre Jones. I've got Keyshawn Cameron. I've got Tate Johnson. I'm going to lean on those guys right here. And you got
Austin
Number 20 with
Thomas.
Charlie Dixon at fullback.
There's a snap. Give to Cartavius.
Oh!
And he just rolls right off of people. He gets
Yep.
up inside of Bremen territory to the 45-yard line, bring up a second down and about 3, Andrew.
Yeah, it looked like Bremen had a chance to stop him for maybe a 2-yard gain, but there looks like there's a lot of hands on the hips. And this is where that O-line, this is where you want to start leaning on people. This is how you win games, big games like this, and win games in the playoffs. So
make them quit.
Make them quit. You got to lean on them. You got to break their will. That's what Kirby Smart always says. I'm sure he learned that from the man.
Okay. All right, I was making sure you was going to throw that in there.
Hey, I gave credit where credit's due.
There's a snap again and give to Quay Hines. This time he bounces it outside, and he gets down to the 20, stays on his feet, gets down to the 16.
I think we've rushed for almost 300 yards.
Oh, easily. Huge run there by Quay Hines. And
Quay with incredible. It looked like he was bottled up for maybe a 2-yard pickup, and he bounced outside, then jumps over a guy. And it was funny because he just nonchalantly just skips right over the top of the defender on the ground. So 1st and 10 Cavaliers at the Bremen 17-yard line. 4:40 left in this football game, Shane. I'm taking my time. I'm taking my time here.
There's a snap. Give to Quay. Quay trying to bounce it outside again. Stays
Just go
in
down.
bounds.
Just go down.
Going to lose about 3, maybe 4 on the play. Clock is going to continue to run, and you got to think Bremen's about to start using those timeouts, Andrew.
Yeah, and if I'm Callaway, I might use this whole play clock and call a timeout, get everybody on the same page for this big 2nd down and 14 play right here. Wouldn't be shocked if they go back to the shotgun and try to spread them out a little bit more. So Bremen looks like they're starting to put 9, 10 guys in the box here. This might be a situation where you see Jacob Freeman carry the football too.
All right, 3:44 to go. Callaway with a 2nd down and 15. There's a snap. Give to Cartavius. Bounces it outside. Gets across the 20. 15. Stays in bounds. Gets down to the 14-yard line. Good job right there by Cartavius. Stay in bounds.
Yep. Staying in bounds. Clock is ticking. 3:21 left in this game. And now 3rd and 7. Do you throw it here?
Ball inside the 20, down around the 19-yard line.
If I'm Callaway, I'm letting this run all the way down and calling a timeout.
Man, I like my chances giving it to Cartavius.
Yeah, absolutely.
Letting him bounce it out on the left side over there. All the way on this hash.
You toss it here?
Toss to the left. Good call, Andrew. There's a give to Cartavius, and he's met in the middle of the backfield, gets out of it, and gets down inside the 10.
I think Bremen's going to call a time. You go for this, Shane. You kick a field goal, you go up 8. They can still tie it, or you can go for the win.
They need about a half a yard right here, Andrew.
Oh, that's a bad spot right there. That's a bad spot. It's looking like 4th and 2. Man, big time decision right here, Shane. You
kick the field goal. They got to score a touchdown and get the 2 points.
Is that what you do here?
Kick the field goal.
Kick it.
Kick it.
Because you got to kick.
If you get this, they're going to keep using their timeouts. You're going to be right in the same boat. I think you kick the field goal to make it an 8-point game.
I say you go for the dub. Send Cartavius right up the middle right here. Or do you do a hard count, try to get them to jump? Big play right here, obviously. Huge play.
Cavaliers send the offense out on the field. Artavius in at tailback.
2:34 left in this game. Ooh, I'm getting nervous.
There's a snap. Give to Cartavius. He's got the first
got
down. Gets down to the 5. Going to bring up first down and goal with 2:28 to go.
Bremen's can only stop the clock. They call a timeout here.
First and goal, Cavaliers from the 6-yard line.
And 2:28 left. Bremen elects not to use a timeout. They're probably going to see what happens on this play. You get a negative play here, you might try to call timeout. But you just got to bleed this out, Shane. Bleed it. Right now, everybody knows what's going on. We're going to give the ball to Quay Hines, and he's going to go off right tackle.
There's a snap. Left. Give to Quay. He's hitting the backfield, keeps his feet going.
Now they're going to call a timeout. Yep.
And they're going to give him progress up to the 8, so he's going to lose a yard. And they will take a timeout right here with 1:59 to go in the game. Callaway with a 5-point lead. Bremen down to their final timeout. We'll take a quick break with them. This is Callaway Cavalier football on the Eagle Sports Network.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics, well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com.
Now back to the field for Callaway Cavaliers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
All right, here comes the Cavalier offense to the line here. Second down and goal from the 9-yard line. Freeman under center. There's a snap, toss to the right side, and Cartavius looking.
Stays in bounds.
Back to the original line.
They're going to call another timeout, so that's the last timeout for Bremen. So 1:48 left. You can probably knock at least another 40 seconds off this play clock, Shane, if by running the ball here. Or do you pass and go for the touchdown? Try to put that nail in the coffin right here. A lot of options.
Looks like Keandre come off over here on the sideline.
Is he all right? Gotta have him. Because the field goal, Hunter's been very good this season on field goals, but man, it's always a tough spot to kick when you're this close too. You got to spread them out here, don't you, Shane? Yep.
Well, Bremen cannot stop the clock, so you run 2 plays right here, and I don't.
Well, the clock will stop on 4th down if we don't convert.
Trips to the left, single receiver to the right.
A lot of room in the middle of that field. Looks like Coach Wiggins doesn't like the look. We'll take a timeout.
And see, that's kind of what Bremen's been doing all night, except they just check there at the line, and then they adjust to the defense.
Yep.
So, but a big play here. Good timeout for the Cavaliers right there. 1:48 to go. 3rd down and goal from the 9-yard line. We'll keep it here. Callaway with a 5-point lead. Just want to make sure you got everything addressed on this snap right here.
Yep. I keep it on the ground. I mean, you've got to here. You just want to milk that clock, and if you can pick up the first down or get close to it, great.
I mean, basically, Bremen is just trying to guess what you're going to run, and you're just, if you're
Well,
Bremen, you're hoping you put somebody in the right spot.
Well, actually, we're 3rd and goal, so you can't pick up a first down. There's a lot of room on the far side of the field, but I don't know if that's where we'll go. The fade route seems like a very low percentage play.
Freeman from the gun. They fake the jet. Freeman keeps it, bounces it up the middle of the
That
field.
touchdown.
And that is
That'll do it.
Cavalier touchdown.
Incredible play call by Matt Napier. Incredible execution by Jacob Freeman. Outstanding. And that's the play we ran a lot against Opelika right there, Shane. You bring a man in motion, it creates that hole in our
fake the jet,
stud athlete. So incredible play right there, and that'll break their back.
So with 1:42 to go here in the game, Callaway takes a 36-25 lead, awaiting the extra point from Hunter Williamson. There's the snap, the hold, the kick. It's up. It is good. And the Cavaliers have a 37-25 lead with 1:42 to go here in the game. We'll take a quick break. This is Callaway Cavalier football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's the step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships.
Now back to the field for Callaway Cavaliers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
All right, here's Hunter Williamson set. Looks like we're going to continue the sky kick over here on the sideline. And number 2 is going to take it at the 21, looking for a hole. And he gets up to the 35 before he is tackled by Jalen Shepard. So with 1:38 to go here in the game, got to expect some pass right here from Bremen.
Oh, you got to, and they don't have time to waste the clock either. Incredible drive right there, incredible play call too.
All right, here comes Bremen to the line. There's a snap. Quarterback rolls to his right, wants to throw, and now
Sacked.
he's going to be sacked.
Oh, that's intentional grounding. Intentional grounding.
Oh, he's way outside the tackle box.
There's no one in the area either. That's intentional grounding. Wow. Oh, they stopped his forward progress. This counts as a sack. So the clock will continue to run.
All right, Bremen to the line. 1:13 to go. Quarterback rolls to his left, wants to throw, and throws it out of bounds, intended for number 4 right there.
And see
brings
what,
up 3rd down and around 15, Andrew?
Yeah, about 3rd and 15. This is what we were talking about too. Bremen doesn't want to play this way. They haven't shown tonight the ability to do chunk plays. They want to dink and dunk, take clock, and that's the style of football they play. And with a 2-possession lead by Callaway, that takes that element of their game away.
All right, there's a swing pass out to the flats.
Excellent
left.
Defense.
Going to bring up 4th down and about 17.
Incredible. What a football game though, Shane. This has been an outstanding game to watch and call. Both teams, I'd say, pretty evenly matched. Playmakers on both sides making big plays, and Cavaliers have seemed to do just enough to
There's a
escape.
snap. Quarterback
Hold.
scrambling around. He's got to throw it way down the field.
Oh, and that's
nearly intercepted.
That's
right
a smart
there.
play. Is just let it go. Callaway will take over on downs, and that'll bring up the victory formation. And the Cavaliers, number 2 Callaway Cavaliers, and their defense rises up to make a play. And the Cavaliers
will penalty flag.
I think they're going to flag him for that hold, that defensive end for.
Coach Wiggins going to decline that. The offense is going to come out. Like you said, Andrew, take one snap, and Callaway is going to come out of here with a 37-25 lead. They'll improve to 5-1 as the number 2 ranked team.
Cavaliers.
2A takes down the number 4 ranked team in 2A.
Incredible game.
37-25. And I tell you what, we'll get some numbers together, but I know that Cartavius had a 58-yard run,
280.
280s.
Yep, 280-yard runs, and he's probably close to the 250 to 300-yard mark tonight.
So
that should do it.
Another good performance, but I tell you what, tip your hat here to this Bremen offense,
Absolutely.
man. They had a great game plan, and they came in here and they executed to nearly to perfection here. And Cavs come out on top, 37-25. We'll take a full break, come back, wrap it up. This is Callaway Cavalier football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Have you gotten your flu shot? Now is the time. Holmes Pharmacy is the place to get your flu shot. And if you have insurance, it could be free. So don't wait. Drive right up to Holmes Pharmacy and get your flu shot today at Commerce Avenue in LaGrange, inside the Piggly Wiggly at Lee's Crossing, and in Hamilton. And if your doctor feels you need a high-dose flu shot, Holmes Pharmacy has you covered.
Hi, I'm Perry Prather, pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy. We have your flu shot ready, so come see me or any of my fine staff at Holmes Pharmacy today.
At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center, we believe teamwork makes all the difference in your health. We believe that skilled people can achieve higher standards and exceptional results. We believe in a game plan that's focused on patient safety and quality care. At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center in LaGrange, we believe in life well lived. To learn more about award-winning healthcare, visit wellstar.org/WGMC.
Are you just another truck owner that blends in with all the other truck owners? If the answer is yes, then it's time for you to head to Nissan of LaGrange. It is Take Home a Titan Truck Month. During this time, you have the opportunity to make a statement as a truck owner and take advantage of America's best warranty. The all-new Titan comes with a 5-year, 100,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty. This isn't some silly powertrain warranty. This is the real deal peace of mind that no other manufacturer is offering. So come see me, Richard Cates, at Nissan of LaGrange and stand out from the crowd.
Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's the step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships.
Now back to the field for Callaway Cavaliers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
All right, back here live at Callaway Stadium. Shane Andrews with Andrew Caraway. Andrew, Cavs on top 37-25.
Yep.
Pretty much set themselves atop of Region 5 2A with a big showdown with Heard County looming. Which, potentially could decide the region championship. Obviously, some work to do in between here in Heard County.
Absolutely.
But Cavaliers position themselves up at the top right now.
Yeah, big-time win, and we talked about it in the pregame. I mean, this game will go a long way in deciding who's going to win this region championship. And now that you've got that game on Bremen, and you're more importantly, Bremen moves to 0-1 in the region. You've moved to 2-0. And that sets you up to go next week to Barnesville to face Lamar County Trojans, and then come home and got to go back on the road and get ready to come home and face, I believe, Spencer at home, if I'm not mistaken. So a lot of football left to be played, but man, what a gut check performance tonight with Callaway. I mean, they led a majority of this game. Bremen came out in that third quarter, or first play in the fourth, takes the lead back, and what do? We'd lean on our run game. Tank Bigsby, big-time play after big-time play tonight. And if I had to give my a game ball tonight, I'm giving it to two guys. I'm giving it to Tank, and I'm giving it to Marcus Mormon for that incredible pass breakup on that 3rd and 11, Shane.
No doubt about it. As you see, Callaway players and family and friends. Just one big, huge huddle down there. You know, we talked about before where, you know, you probably didn't have not even a third of that crowd, you know, years past, but now you take up about half a football field with your crowd now, and you know, that's a testament to Coach Wiggins and his staff and how hard they've worked to get to where they are, and the work that the kids put in. And you know, it's just, they got a good thing going here at Callaway right now, and you know, a lot of expectations here for this football program, and like we said, they've positioned themselves now at the top of this region with a little work left to do before that showdown with Heard County, and you know, sky's the limit for this team. And I'll tell you what, you know, we mentioned before, you don't want to go down to South Georgia 2 weeks in a row. It takes a lot. Just going down there 1 week takes a lot out of you guys. But, you know, driving down there twice, it's a lot. It's a lot on the high school kids, the fans, the family. It takes a lot out of them. And, you know, anytime we can stay here at home and host playoff games, obviously that's what we want to do.
Yeah, absolutely. And then 2 years ago, having to go to all the way to Screven County and then come all the way back and then go back to Savannah to face Benedictine. And, you know, this is a huge win, huge program win. You know, Bremen was a AAA school last year coming down playing AA ball. And I tell you what, their football coach, Davis Russell over there, I know he's a guy really familiar with LaGrange. LaGrange area means a lot to these people. I mean, I leave this game with nothing but respect for that program. And, I mean, they were as good as advertised and as good as I saw on film, too. So hats off to Bremen. A heck of a game plan.
No doubt about it. So join us next